Yep, hold on, my mic is on. Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to some Poker Chase. It's been a little while, huh? Since we last sat down and played. What can I say? The variety slot, I guess, got hogged a bit. But, we're back now because I felt like, you know, I haven't played it in quite a while, and I did bring up, on my recent, kind of interview, on the, Eric Loy interviews, podcast thingy, which I was in recently. If you haven't seen that, go look it up. It's a nice kind of 3/4 of an hour, interview between myself and Eric. I think it's pretty neat to listen to. But yeah, I did mention that I played a fair bit of poker on that, and then I looked back at my channel and realized I hadn't done that in a little while. So I thought, you know what? I'd best get on there, go play some ranked matches, even though I'm in a bit of a kind of mood tonight where, like, I have to be honest, I'm a little bit brain foggy, kind of. I'm a little bit just like, like, a little all over the place, so I'm going to zoom myself in and maneuver myself there as well. Look at that. There we go. Something like that ought to do. But yeah, I'm perhaps not the sharpest form I've ever been in. But I've been having a lot of, you know, like, I've been having a lot of kind of like, fun with this in the past, and I kind of haven't wanted to get back to it for a while. So this is a good enough excuse to do it, essentially. Now, I have just noticed that all my overlays are broken, so let me just go and turn those up. There we go. And we are back in there. Right. So the other thing I didn't consider is that we might need to have something kind of open on the... Oh. God damn. Yawns. Like I said, not perhaps in my sharpest form tonight. But yeah. Depending on how the queue times are for this, because it has been a while since I played, and I'm not entirely sure what the queues are like at this time on a Tuesday. Okay, 25 tickets a game, so we can get, like, 4. Oh my god, wow, not bad at all. We're, like, almost straight in there. I guess it's just some nights are hot and some nights are not. But yeah, I was worrying about, like, oh, well, should I have set up, like, you know, another game? Like, I think we've done Balatro before. I could definitely murder some Morbly in a FNF while I'm in a queue. If it's available. Just something that, you know, I can quickly pause and then forget about while I actually get into the poker game. But yeah, as it turns out, might not be necessary. Well, might not be. I'm perhaps starting to eat my words here. I'm also going to just knock the volume down on this just a hair. See if we can, No, apparently we cannot. What's that there? Yeah, I'm going to move that. I don't think it's doing anything. Sorry. I just realized that no one can actually see what the fuck I'm on about, so this makes no sense. I was technical back-end OBS stuff. I was like, do I set something up? As it turns out, not necessary, because we are launching pretty much straight into Game 1 here. Now, as I said, you'll have to forgive me if I'm a bit rusty in places. There's, it's been a little while. But I got this legend rank once. I'm sure I can do it again. Or I'm sure I can maintain it again. We start with Pocket Jacks. Which I think is, you know what, we'll call it. We'll slow play this. That's pretty neat. I think we're going to go for... Oh, it doesn't... Oh, it doesn't, like, bump to the next increment anymore. That sucks. I'm going to go half pot. I really hope you don't have a 7. God, I hope you don't have a 7. You wouldn't have a 7. I'm gonna pot bet this. Trying to take it down. Yep. Just gotta scare him off it before, like... Because if I get all the way to, like, the turn there, and then... I also forgot how fast this game moves. God damn it, I didn't, like, narrate any of that thinking, basically, like, at all. Yeah, this is a fold on Jack 2, but, like... If I get to that, that turn, and it's what, like, 4, 5, 6, 8, I think it was, which my Pocket Jacks is still good for. Oh, I'm now too big on the model to actually sat up. God damn it. 4, 5 suited, I think on this occasion we fold it more because I'm faffing out with all the technical stuff than anything else. There we go. Oh god, also I've just realised, are we too loud? We may be too loud. 10 queen I would actually 3-bet on. I think that's worth a look, as it were. Got a call here. Okay, just one call from Yume on our left. I haven't done any of the name readings either. We do have 9-10 Jack Queen. I'm going to C-bet this. God, I hate how it doesn't snap to... maybe that's an option somewhere. I think that's a call. We've got outs here. Pair of jacks. Okay. I'm going to check... no, actually, I'm going to half pot this. I'm going to be a bit aggressive. Like, yeah, okay, I just hit jack. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, that's what I thought, baby. Bluff the jack. Like, we bet there. We hit another one. We half pot it. Just like, go on. You know you want to. Ooh. Wow. It's like I never left. But yeah, what was I saying before? I was saying something. Oh yeah, how there's like barely any time to commentate, and also my overlays all over the place, and also, God, you're gonna have to deal with this for tonight. The fact that I'm just fucking scatterbrained. Like, I wouldn't do any of you out of focus stream, unless I like was really unable to do it. It's not that I'm unable to do it. It's just I'm a bit all over the place at the minute. But that being said, my Dizzy Master Bleen style seems to be working for these first two hands. Maybe I'm just getting away with being a bit cavalier here. That Squall-O-Marty, indeed a soy man. I mean, the first two hands have gone very well. Also, nice to see you around again. I hope you're doing well. As I was just saying, it has been a little while since the last poker stream, which I know tend to be the ones that you turn up to. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by. It's definitely very much appreciated. Oh. But yeah, winning some smaller pots on this first bit, which is always nice. But you know, it's a 30k kind of deep stack game, so we can play a couple of little hands like this. And before 20 on 8-9, I'll give this a call just in case I hit, you know, like mid pair. Okay, that check is interesting. I'm gonna half pot this and see what the response is. Because I've got to, yeah. If you're gonna, like, I was fully willing to just, like, check fold that myself, but if you're gonna show no strength on that, then I'll do it, you know. I haven't had to show a hand so far, and everyone just assumes I have the mandate of heaven, which is great. This 1-3-7 we're gonna pass on. But yeah, let's go and read people's names, shall we, before I forget to do that. So, going from my left all the way around to the right, we have Yume, Jigman, Apple, Caramel, and Hirashain, I think that is, for like employee? Like, is it Shine? Yeah. Ooh, the flush from Caramel. Okay. Also, that's a neat looking character. Very kind of like military-esque for some reason. Also, we've got this new collab characters, which we've got one across me from like the disappearance of like Haruhi. I forget the last bit, but that's a collab in this game now. No one wanted that hand. Interesting. Jack 4, not particularly something I'm willing to stand on either, so I'm just trying to work out. So we've won a hand against Apple, we've won a hand against Yume, we've won a hand against Hirashain, and we have, like, not had to show a hand, really. The furthest we've got is the turn. Damn, a raise under the gun. Yeah, no, you can catch me running all the way out on King 4. I'm not doing any of that. Three-way to this flop of Ace 5-6. We've got a check. We've got another check. Showing a lot of strength here. None of us have the ace. None of us want to bluff it. Okay. Because until people show me that they can do traps, I'm not going to assume, like, it's the kind of, again, I draw a lot of similarities between these two things, but it's a lot like fighting games. You assume that everyone's an idiot until, like, they're provably not. I'm not going to assume anyone knows how to trap this. Because, I mean, none of them did. Until, like, someone shows me proof of it, essentially. Does that sentence make sense? I think I added an interjection in the middle, which maybe hampered rather than helped things, but I'm sure it's fine. 10-3? Nah. We don't need to. The good thing about these poker streams sometimes is that you can get a couple of good hands and you can kind of just sit back and be like, ah. When did Caramel get to like 38k? Was that last hand? Was there really that much in it? Like, damn. Alright. You know, I was thinking I was doing pretty well. Well, let's be fair. Could be a lot worse. I'm the only other player above 30k. Ooh, it's really not that bad at all. King, Queen, 3, and then a pair of 5s on the turn and river. Pair of 5s, ace high takes it, I guess. The fact that 10-3 would have won there is funny, but ultimately irrelevant, because remember, everyone, say the line, our number 1 rule of poker is don't analyze your hands retroactively. Like, you didn't know that information that he was going to specifically win in that case. Queen 9? This is... I mean, I'm paying 800. I'm paying a discount to see this. So in case it's nice. Okay, it is a pair of queens. I think we do have to be a little careful. God, I hate how it does this. Let's put 1300 in here. Just see what we can do. That's one fold. I mean, it's that easy, really. You just get people, you just get people to pay you money, and then you make one C bet, and they're like, wow, I don't want anything to do with that. Like, one of these days, I'm going to get called for doing that, and it's going to be kind of disastrous for me. But hey, it hasn't happened yet. There's some nice, you know, tidy little pots to keep me afloat. Which is lovely stuff. We do love to see that. Things we'd love to see. I'm just gonna... But we're all good on all sides here. That we are. Ooh. Hot bet from Jigman on this queen. And a call from Caramel. Okay. People do know where the call button is in this game. That's good to know. Yeah, and then checks either side, just like we don't lose any more than this. Ooh, God, that was ballsy by Caramel then. Okay. In which... No, I can see the check on the river there, actually. I was going to say, in which case, as soon as you saw Jigman check, why didn't you push? But no, you're probably just pushing yourself into oblivion. Like, I think that line of play was bold, but I totally see the line of logic there. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Ooh. Just like, you know, bet that they didn't have the queen, make them shit themselves, and hopefully just check, and then don't feel like you need to push it any further there, because that's kind of greedy in case they have done exactly what they did and just, you know, slow played the queen on the river there. Fucking hell, Jigman's getting aggressive. I think I'm not the only one who's starting to smell what people at this table like, kind of folding stuff out. Although that said, there was a pretty big call from Apo on the flop there. The turn 7 didn't help, so maybe they had 2 hearts and they just folded out a flush draw is what I was going to assume there. Is a possibility. 7-5 is not really much to write home about, so write home about it we shan't. I'm in first somehow, by the way. I don't know how this has happened. Apo trying to get the run back here. Okay, Jigman with the half pot. Apo snap call. Pair of kings now on the board. 2 diamonds, 2 spades, so flush draws that were plenty. Jigman with another pot bet. Apo not letting this one go. We've got 3 diamonds. If you... Oh, there's a check from Jigman. The funny 6-7 gets beaten by Jack 9. Why was Jigman doing that on 6-7? Okay, this player is a lunatic. That is very good to know. They have just spent, like, what? The best part of 10 to 15k to show us that they are kind of silly. I'm scared this gets re-raised, but I feel like I have to. No, just calls? Is Caramel going to hit us with the re-raise? No. Okay. Jack 7-7, so we have 2 over... Well, and over to the board, and the 10 isn't too bad either. Like, there's maybe some straight potential. I'm going to play this one honest for the first time, and I think just check it. I don't think it's super worth pushing here. What, we've got 9, 10, jack. An 8 makes us a straight, a king makes us a high pair. But again, there's nothing really we want to write home about because we risk running into the ace. This, okay. I mean, an 8 isn't going to help us here. I'm going to believe that this is an ace. I'll be real. I think that's one... And again, it shows that we do have the capacity to play honest, which makes our future endeavors, which could be more costly, more believable. Like, I'd rather sack, you know, what, 1,400 chips, I think we lost off that now, to win, like, 8k later. It's all about building for the future. I mean, it does also rely on the fact that people around this table are paying attention, which, you know, mileage may vary on that particular hypothesis. But, it's, you know, I think it's still a good kind of mantra to play by, as it were. 7, 8, 9 jack, so whoever has a 10 just has a straight here. There is a flush draw if you've got 2 diamonds and you're feeling particularly spicy. Yume with a third pot, I'm going to assume that is. Caramel with the call. There's the flush. Immediate check from Caramel, check from Yume. Damn. Caramel hoping they bet in. Caramel seems to be doing a lot of that, actually, just playing the later parts of hands, like, very passively. It's the second time I've noticed them do that this game. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's working for them, but, like, it's good to know that even if they don't necessarily push on that very last river, you know, they could still have some strong stuff, or perhaps more importantly is that we're less likely to get, like, value bet. I don't feel like running into this on 8-9. I'm just not about that. Okay, 6 jack. No, I don't think I do. Particularly not into a raise, yeah. 6 jack is bad anyway. So if I were to try and 3-bet into Yume, that would be a shove. No, sorry, that would be a bluff. And what I'm scared of is that because Yume is on like 15k chips, they might be starting to get into the like shove or fold territory. Got my terminology mixed up there. I do apologize, but yeah, and you do have to be very careful once you know the people around you start getting just a little low on the chip stacks. Okay, so we have a lunatic and someone who could all in at any point here. This is a risky hand to play, and also someone who's raised. This might be the... No, I think you still have to be in on Queen 10 here, and then if you, like, eat shit, you eat shit. I was debating folding that, but... 3-2-7 does fucking nothing for anyone, let's be real. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Alright. So we're looking at high cards. I'm not going to represent that the 6 of hearts has done anything for me, so I'm going to check that out. The 10 has given me top pair with a reasonable kicker. I'll call that. You know what? We don't need to raise. What have you got? Oh my god, the flush. I didn't realize it's a 10 of diamonds. Yeah, all fair enough. Okay. Good to know, good to know. I was like, a 9, I win. And then I realized, no, wait, I don't. Also just realized that I probably don't have muck on for this, which I need to go and turn on. Whatever that is. I always forget what the bloody option is. There we are, muck. Because we should probably have that on at all points. Ooh, baby pairs. Let's play this one mildly aggressively. See what we can get out of it. Even if it's just blinds. Blinds is kind of alright for, you know, pocket 6s to take. Yeah. Happy with that. Happy with that. 2-6, we're very happy to fold. Yeah, a lot of very passive play around this table. People really not betting unless they, like, super have something. Which is great, because it makes people way easier to read. It's just like, have they put chips in? Yes, they have a hand. If not, they don't. Pocket 5's big blind. It would be very interesting if that hadn't happened. I'm not touching that. No, thank you. Okay, so Jigman is, to be fair, I think you could put Jigman on 40k chips, and they would still be in shovel fold territory. Like, I think that's just kind of the reality of the situation we live in. Yume is, I'm going to say, quite close. Like, if they've got anything decent here, they should shove now. Like, this would be my particular shovel fold territory. No, we're going to call instead. It's questionable. But I guess maybe if you want to, like, count 10k as your cutoff, then sure. But now if you're proceeding with this hand, surely, like, maybe you get one extra card there and I can allow you that, but, like, if you call this, then you're mad. This is basically putting you all in anyway. So if you've got them like hook, line, and sink here, or maybe if you've even got 2 diamonds, yeah, there you are. Now you all in. This probably gets snap called, and we just see what you have. Okay, yeah, it is 2 diamonds versus the pocket 4s. Oh, and a pair of jacks, actually. Never mind, sorry. You had it on jacks anyway. That was a very good hand. I guess, in which case, maybe you were just trying to extract value from it. 'Cause you had 9, 10 jack kings. There was also a straight potential there. Very nice stuff. Okay. Apple taking the brunt of that one, going down to last. Which I am also slipping kind of dangerously towards. After a not too bad start, but... Hey ho. Jack 2, even if it's suited, is not something I want to be playing. Particularly not if Jigman's going to do that. Okay. Fair enough. Right, now what am I looking at here? 5-3. Again, even if it's suited, just a bit naff, innit? Just, not what you're looking for. Oh. Yume with a 3-bet there. Everyone else folding out. Again, keeping things very passive. Caramel kind of just, sitting out the front there. Not in any real danger. Then we've got Jigman. Oh, sorry. Then we've got Yume at 2nd. Jigman 3rd. Hira and myself 4th and 5th, and then Apple in 6th. So we do need to make a play at some point. But I think we can afford to hunker down for a little bit. King 8, offsuit. It's not great. Not particularly what I want to be seeing. To a 3-bet from there. And this could well be an all-in if it's something decent as well. No, I think I've got to give that up. I think that's not something I super want to dice with. 10 ace, however. Now we've got a hand that might be going places. In fact, it's going so many places that I'm going to do something maybe ill-advised here. I'm going to try and scare people off. It worked. Let's go. You're like, yes, I have just woken up with pocket aces. Leave. Well, that's delightful. That puts me in a nice kind of much safer 3rd. Oh. I love it when that shit works. When it comes together, mwah, beautiful. Oh. Right. 2-4, back into our regularly scheduled, just folding out and chilling out. I really have to go and get myself a drink after this. I've forgotten how much I spoke and like kind of... Oh my god, hold on, it's a collision. 9 king suited plays 10 queen. 9... Oh my god, they hit the straight. Jigman hit the straight. Probably 52k, I think. Or 53 even. Oh, and Apple goes out in 6 to a draw that was so close to being good for them, but was just slightly wrong. Horrendous. Oh. Okay, well, still puts me in 3rd. I guess technically 4th. Because Yume has more chips than me. It's just some of them are in front of them. But yeah. Okay, I'm kind of alright with Jigman hoarding those chips because I think it'll be easy to peel some off them later when they do some kind of stupid all-in or stupid big bet to a hand that I actually have cards for. It's a game of patience with them, not really of, like, mental warfare. So I've got no real problem with Jigman holding that. Caramel, we haven't seen in ages. Like, they are starting to slip down into 3rd. I don't think that's really enough pressure on them, though, to do much of anything. Pocket 6s is an interesting hand here. That we're not going to get to play, but, like, I would have called with it just to see the flop and then probably fold it out. Taking a look at our bigs here.
Raise.
Hira's on 6 bigs. No. I don't even care if it is the funny meme 6-7 hand that all the kids are talking about. 6-7 wasn't a thing last time I played this game. Now, in this and Mahjong both, I have to constantly contend with the fact that I'm having to unironically say 6-7. And I still don't get why it's a... I don't get it. I'm too old. Oh. I am feeling decrepit and my bones are crumbling to dust and I don't understand the funny 6-7. But here we are anyway. What are we looking at? Ooh. Okay. Not really any... I guess there's Jack Queen. Gets you a straight and you've had it from the floor. Pair of kings will take it over pair of nines with an ace kicker. Caramel taking down another solid hand. They're very good at extracting value from these hands. Like, they're getting Yume or whoever it is they're playing against to call into them, like, basically every single time they're in. What this means is that, like, at the moment, I've not seen a single, like, thing that I thought could be a bluff from Caramel. They've always shown the cards at the end of the hand, and it's always been good. Like, I kind of have to take Caramel at face value in their kind of, like, betting and that. Jigman, I'm the exact opposite on. It's just, like, we all in occasionally because fuck it, we ball. And one time, like, one of those all-ins with fucking nothing. But, as I was saying, Caramel with the decent 10 king, that's what you should be betting with. Jigman with the 6-3. I can't say, you know, like, how much more of a better read do you want me to have on these two players? I'm actually in there. And then Yume and Hiro, I'm kind of just hoping to get kind of shot by someone else, so I don't have to deal with them. Hiro I've made fold a couple of times. Yume I think I've made fold once, but Hiro now has the kind of shadow buff of, well, I can bet, you know, like, I can bet like 4 or 5k into you, but I don't really want to bet 15k. It's a bit more of a risk. We've got Jigman and Caramel up at it again. And yet, I mean, Caramel wins it again because they have a hand that's not made for insane people. Why is Jigman going in on 9-4? Okay, sure. This is certainly a way to play. Yume with a raise. Not quite a 3-bet, actually. Yep. And there's exactly what I've been feeling. Fearing, I should say. Like, yeah, you can bet 6k in. How do you feel about 13.5? Ace 4 plays Queen 10. It's not a bad hand to stand on, and Hiro's currently doing it. Unless we see an ace here. Damn, no, that is a full house for Hiro. There we go. Puts Yume on a paltry, like, 8k, if that. And the blinds are even bigger now, so they have, like, 1.8 bigs. And I am absolutely calling this, by the way. This is free real estate. Right. Call. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to try and work out where the emote menu is. And I'm just going to be like, hey, we chill. We chill. Let's not do anything crazy here. I know I could win this, but, like, the code dictates. We just check this down. We get Yume out. Both of us have a better position. And I'm actually very glad that Hiroshine did that as well. They understood the play. Because now both of us avoid that lower spot in ranked, whereas if we made, like, if one of us made the other one fold, and we'd misjudged the hand slightly, and Yume ended up winning that when, like, the person who folded could have won that, it's a pretty big disaster. So occasionally you just got to team up with someone for a hand and just walk people down. But as it stands, top 4. So top 4 is definitely something. But we can do better. We're still in, like, second for chips, so this game is still very, very young. And as I say, Yume, one of the people who hadn't necessarily got so much for concrete read-ons, now out. We've got Hiro, who I think is a bit timid. Caramel, who plays very honestly. And Jigman, who plays like a lunatic. It's all about just, ooh. Okay. 2 pair 5s and 2s. Now that is, I guess that was checked all the way. Which is a new thing for Jigman, because they've been losing a lot. I mean, to me, also appropriate reaction to losing to 5-2 offsuit. Okay, yeah, Caramel giving Hiro some respect here, which is kind of unfortunate news for me. 310 suited, bit stinky. Particularly into that, because like I say, I trust Caramel. Maybe they'll switch it up on me, but I trust them for the minute. I haven't seen any reason to not. Pocket 4s. Now, the difficulty with Pocket 4s, all in no. I'm going to fold this Pocket 4s, so I think the positioning is wrong. If Jigman has anything good, they slam all in there, and then I have to fight them with Pocket 4s, which is a bit iffy. I'm playing quite tight at the minute, to be fair, but I think that is the one advantage of Jigman's playstyle, is that, like, they are quite aggressive, and I can't necessarily take the risk with, like, my entire chip stack that they're going to stand on garbage again, particularly when they seem to be slightly changing their ways at the minute. Like, there you are. That's some actual reserved play there. Uh, 210. We're not super enthused by Under the Gun, so we'll keep looking for other opportunities. Hiroshine just keeps polishing up blinds, which is pissing me off. It's like, god damn it. Ace 5 suited. Oh, it's so bad. I'll see a flop. I don't think this is necessarily the best advice thing. We ball. I think I gotta hit this flush draw as hard as I can before Caramel finds anything. Ace Queen plays Ace 5. We're gonna need that club or a 5. Ah. Yeah, fair enough. I had my outs. I took my chances. It is what it is. But yeah, no, Ace Queen's a pretty good hand stand on. So I guess with 2 overs, if they thought I hit jacks, then that's also not a bad kind of position for them to call in. So yeah, snap call, but maybe not the best kind of like snap decision there. But hey ho, I think it was still a pretty reasonably played game. Shame I didn't get to do more with the information I gathered, honestly. And we are now back to 1 out of 6 Q hell. So, I suppose I ought to go and find us a substitute Lena game to play for a bit. Let me, work out how that's going to work. I don't know. What should we do while we're waiting for this queue? Because these queues can take a little while. Yeah, I'll go get some funk and go. Actually, I say that. We're on like 3 out of 6. Maybe I should just do some blackjack. You know what? Why not? Aside from that, the game won't let me. That might be a good reason why not. Ooh, 15 into a 10. I think you're meant to hit this. That's a 13. You're definitely meant to hit that. That's a 14. I hate that I have to hit that, but yeah, like, it's a 20 I had to beat. Oh. Sometimes I play ring game. If you don't play often enough, it kicks you back down to Jack 1. I basically never play ring game, to be fair. We'll stand on that. Like, I don't really get what ring game is or how it works. But yeah, maybe I could try it out at some point, as opposed to just kind of shoving ranked here, but there's options. Ugh. Still thinking about last game again a bit, just like, did I get too impatient on that Ace 5? I think it was annoying, but like, I should know. I literally even called out Caramel only plays with like good stuff. Oh damn, we got Hiroshine and Yume straight back in this match, and this time we have I'm gonna 3-bet this. We have Len, we have Rukazagi, and Kanichawan Mushi. Yeah, I'll also check this. Hiroshine again, Min, this player. I've got some history from the last game. I've got a pair of 2s, pair of jacks, and an ace kicker. Why wouldn't I pop bet this? It's just a cash game. No rising blinds, but has rake. Why does it have rake? Well, okay, sure. That seems a bit fucked up, but okay. What's the art style on this character? This is intriguing me. Oh god, I've hit a loading screen. Okay, fold that and then look at this. That's very kind of like different. Hmm. Neat. Okay. Also, didn't even check. What's my rank looking at? 2325. Okay, so we are a bit above the 2300, I think, threshold. Is it 2300? Is it 2200? Go check other people's. 2382. 26. 26 and 25. Wow, yeah, okay, so some people are like way above that. Meanwhile, on this hand, we've got Ace 492 being folded out by a half-pot bet from Len. Okay. Ace 3, not in this position, I don't think. I mean, we are playing, like, kind of small blinds, so there's less risk on each of these hands if we're just playing, like, hot bets and that, but also, you can't exactly say projecting a lot of strength when you're doing that. 4-6 under the gun is a big ol' fold from me. I also forgot to go and get a drink between games, so I guess I just... Nah, wait, hold on, I have a drink. I've just seen one. 1 second. I have half a pint glass of water from earlier today. And you know what? It'll do. It'll do nicely. Ooh. Okay. Yep, that's definitely a fold. To be fair, I don't think it even would have been a call in on 460 with a 310 offsuit, but it's definitely a fold now. 8-3, also a pretty much insta fold here. Oh. Not something we're super looking to tango with. There we go. Damn, Len just picks up the blinds for free. Not much movement in the old chip stacks yet, but ooh, King Jack might change that. Now, this Kani Chaman Mushi, who I'm just gonna shorten to Kani. Interesting betting strategy with them so far, because they seem to like betting big. Right, we're gonna absolutely 3-bet this. Len and Hero both get out of the way. Okay. Not the biggest hand we can pick up with King Jack, but, you know, the spot there was kind of awkward for it. It was very much a case of, you know, like... how do I best put this? You know, it's a hand you'd like to see a certain kind of action for, but also it's not like an infallible hand. So, I'm trying to kind of tempt fate and force the issue by, like, betting low and then hoping people just kind of, like, call limp in or something. Sets yourself up to being, like, you know, sets yourself up to people with, like, 2-5 just calling in because they're on the big blind anyway. And then finding, like, a big hand that beats your King Jack on that particular flop. It's you know, it sets yourself up for trouble. So we do need to do that 3-bet there. And if they both fold out because they've got weak hands, and they both fold out because they've got weak hands, you know, it's, it is what it is. Right. Took a while to think about that one. In fairness, this this Canny fellow, who again I'm still kind of obsessed by the profile or like the character art here. That's very cool. Does seem to like taking the time on each of them moves, which is fair. If you take your time on every single move, like, you know, you really run that thing down to the clock, then it's hard to work out when you've made a decision and hard to work out when you're actually, like, having to think about calling or raising something. You know, that's something you can implement, but I don't know. I just don't have the patience for it, particularly online. It's like, whatever. We'll just send it and they can work it out on their own end. So this is what I was talking about, that interesting betting pattern they've got. So we do bet for like a grand total of like 2k, and then we all in. I mean, I guess you're trying to keep people honest with that. Just the threat of like, you know, I am crazy enough to do it type thing. Now, I'm going to check this on 8-Jack. I don't think it's worth a raise here. Okay, we have bottom pair and a potential flush that's only beaten by the queen or king of clubs. So we can see a queen or king of clubs. This is a very good hand for us. What's the chance of Kani slamming here? I think we can pay 1,000 to find out. They slam here, they slam here. But this is the kind of thing we like. You've got to at least give it a go. They're thinking. And they've thought too hard. That's 2 aces, which is kind of not great for a guy like me. Yumi has this. They should probably swing. I'm going to actually think for a while. Or look like I'm thinking, I should say, and then check this. Okay, not what we were looking for. So we are running basically 2 pair, I guess, aces and 8s. Do I believe you have, there's enough outs here that a 2k bet I think I can actually call with, and I've got, some stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We were both looking for that flush, and I would have won on that front anyway. And on the front where that doesn't happen, I still win. Like I say, I don't think it was they needed to be aggressive there. I played that one very passively. Maybe that check on the turn was like a bit folly. I could have pushed like and repped an ace or something, and I think that would have also worked. But the slow play did, I guess, you know, tease out an extra 2k from Yume. So, swings and roundabouts really. Does mean we put ourselves in a nice little kind of first place spot for the second game in a row. Yeah, which is cool. Len hoovers up some more blinds. 6-4 is one we absolutely get out of the way on. God, that reminds me, actually, playing poker. I need to, at some point, maybe next week, go and watch the Yogscast Cleaner Jingle Jam Poker. Because that's always a hoot every year. Oh. I'm very much into witnessing that. Like, you know, all I can say is I was there for the 9 of diamonds, and boy, what a fucking fantastic moment that was. Kani, look, buddy. No one's gonna call you on that unless they've got pocket aces, in which case you die. The EV on this is fucked for you. Just don't do that. I don't even know the maths, and I know the EV on that must be fucked for you. You stand to gain about like 500, and you stand to lose like everything. 7 queen, yeah, it's just not quite what we're looking for. Suited, maybe I would have given it a look, but not unsuited, and not like under the gun +1. It's simply not for me. Okay. Alright, nice takedown of that little pot by Len. 9 queen. This is maybe a bit of a spicy one. I'm going to min-raise this. Just kind of... Under the gun min-raise is kind of... I think maybe interesting. I mean, it won us a hand, so... So clearly it was the right thing to do, he said, analysing his hand retroactively like an idiot. No, it did win us that hand. So I guess everyone just had kind of complete chaff, and I got lucky. But again, and I think I fall victim to this as well. I'm not saying like I'm a saint in this regard or anything, but I think a lot of people at this rank fall victim to the thing where like they don't really want to like lose a hand ever, but like really badly. It's not like people are bad at taking calculated losses. I see. No, I've only got 25 above. I should probably be careful about doing that actually, in case Twitch takes issue. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Ooh. Okay, also, sorry, just keeping half an eye on my OBS volume as well. I think we're looking fine. I don't think things are too loud, hopefully. What are we looking at? 8, King A7, about 8k in the pot. Rukazagi is gonna or rukasaki, sorry, not gi. Gonna half pop this or near enough. Kani is gonna wait the full time and then fold, which seems to be their other favorite move, other than slam on a pot about 200. 8-2, easiest fold of my, well, second easiest fold of my life, right after 7-2. Who's me? Yeah, how's everyone's day been today anyway? Hope all of you in chat are doing just splendidly. Not doing bad myself. Had a bit of a long one, I guess you could say. And the winter kind of, you know, the winter dark. I do like it being dark in winter. Particularly, you know, when you're inside and you're like huddled up and you got something cozy on. Kind of like how I am now. It's very nice. I think we can call this on gun raise with ace 10. I think this is doable. So let's go toe to toe with Rukazaki. I don't know why I find that so hard to say at speed. Rukazaki. Key, not key. Well, I have like top pair here, so if you were being aggressive before, I'm gonna absolutely half pot you here and just kind of see what gives. Because like if you're representing that kind of strength, you're gonna under the gun raise. I don't want you to progress this hand like at all before a face guard comes up. Difficult call. Ooh, okay, I've got two pair, but there are two diamonds. We're gonna half pot again. I'm gonna fire us and kind of rep this flush and hope they don't have it. The fact this isn't an instant fold though means my danger sense is kind of tingling here. Yep, okay, fine. Maybe they have the flush. If they bet it out now, this has been a beautifully played hand. If not, then what else? They could have pocket aces, in which case I just get completely, like, ruined. Fine, I'll check it. What do you got? You know what? Fair enough. You know what? We were both doing that. Now, somehow my life has worked out to where I always have to drive east in the morning straight into the sun. That is slightly unfortunate. Just, you know, as if getting up early for being, you know, work or whatever wasn't bad enough in the first place. Now, also, you can get flashbanged by God on your way there. Which is like, cool, thank you. Exactly what we needed. Was there a better emote we could have done there? No, I think we played that admirably. What do we got here? 289 between Len and Rukasagi. Ki, not gi. God damn it. Pronunciation. Rukazaki. Yeah, Rukasaki. God, I'm gonna get that right. I don't know why it's such a tongue twister for me. This board is like nothing, by the way. 789, I guess you've got 10 jack. Or if you've got a 6 for some reason at this point, which, to be fair, the pot's low enough that maybe people could. Other than that, it's like a rainbow board. There's fuck all in the pots. Like, anyone can have anything. But Len's going to represent something here with about 3/4 or just over the pot. No, just under. Okay. Well, they take it down anyway. Puts them up to a nice 41k. Four, 5 suited. You know what? I like the cut of that jib. Sometimes you've got to play some strange hands. I think this is a strange hand that we can play. Hiroshine's thinking about this one. And thinking for a little too long because they've folded. Can we get everyone else folding? We do have to get past Kani, which we did, thankfully. Because the two options there are we get past Kani or Kani throws an all in and we have to change into some new trousers and come up with a new plan. Gotta love how weird my mother looks when I'm like taking a big drink of something. Oh. Just doesn't quite handle that angle brilliantly. 410. I mean, in an ideal world, everyone just folds this out. You might try and just steal some blinds here, and I can't really stop them from doing that, but also they could just hand me the blinds. I could go up to 40k. That works for me. King, queen, hello. This is a raise. Okay. This is a little hot, but I can't not call this on King Queen. Like, that would be crazy. Particularly when you have top pair and a decent kicker. And I think we do need to show some strength here, so we're going to go, like, 7k in. We're going to really, Oh my god, that's a call. Okay. Well, now I'm fucking terrified. What could you possibly have? King Jack, King King, pocket aces. Alright, fine. What's your play, Canny? A check, eh? Okay, if you've got, ace 10, and you've slow played me with that, fair enough. I think I have to push this on like, top 2 pair. It isn't all in. Ace 4, you had nothing? How dare you? I'll be taking my 53k, thank you very much. Puts me on 69k. Nice. Oh. And, yeah, God. Oh. We're back to that nice bit of poker chase where I can just kind of sit back and talk bollocks. Hell yeah. My favorite part about this game. God. Just sitting here, shooting the shit, folding 4 threes, so don't give a fuck about them. Commenting on other people's play, just sitting back observing their habits so that if we ever get the chance to use it later this time, which, you know, would be nice, we can do that. Oh, grand stuff. Really grand stuff. Ugh. Ooh, 9, ace, 9. But yeah, what else was I saying? Yeah, so I've got to check out the Yogs poker game for this year. They're also doing some more kind of like IRL Blood on the Clock Tower stuff, which would be interesting. And it also reminds me that I want to get more Blood on the Clock Tower stuff done next year because I have found more players. I have potentially found some more players. So at some point next year, I'm going to fire up the old furnace for that. Got some exciting stuff in the pipeline for next year, to be fair. But all of it is contingent on me actually, like, pulling my finger out over the next couple of weeks. To give you kind of, I guess, a little bit of a behind-the-scenes breakdown on the timeline of that. Like, I'm looking at short production at the minute. I need to do that, a Twitch channel trailer, and a, like a best of 2025 video. So I've got to do a lot of clip compiling, which I guess is getting done next week. And I need to speak to a couple of people before that. I need sub badges, and a couple more emotes, I think. I don't need the more emotes, but I thought, you know, while I'm commissioning my artist to make sub badges anyway, I'll go and ask her if she can make some emotes as well, because I think there's a couple that I would be, would quite like. Ooh, hello, we've got an all-in at, like, 18.5k. Okay. Good to know that, Rukazaki is kind of feeling like they're in that range. Pocket Queens is a hand we can kind of step down from our Ivory Tower and play for a bit. I think there's no reason not to. At least give it like a re-raise on this. Really sort people out. Hiroshine Fall. Or do we just... No, we do. We do re-raise this. I mean, it's an under-the-gun raise, so I kind of believe it's strong. And that is a king. Now, I'm going to third pot this. I'm going to see if Len follows. They're on 40k, so they might decide this is worth, yeah. Which puts me in a kind of bad position. Okay. I think I got to start checking this out. We could rep a flush. I guess we'll rep this flush. Ah, fuck. Yep, fair. They didn't believe it. It wasn't the most convincingly played flush, to be fair. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Caught me with my lean hands in the biscuit tin, as it were. 10 ace suited. I mean, I can play that as well. Probably should have been out after those kings. There wasn't really a need to chase that, but... yeah, we'll give it a go. Really? You would do that to me? No, fine then, okay. Alright then. Don't know what that was, but... not exactly an amount of chips I can risk at this point. Still in second, even after that debacle, but we're in a bit less of a comfy second. Okay, Len's just doing this to everyone now, that's... I don't... What has possessed them? Like, 10 ace is a hand I potentially could make a stand on, but also, I've got to look at this from a ranked points perspective, in that it doesn't need to be me making the stand. Like, one of you can take this on, surely. You're on, like, 13k, you're in all-in territory anyway. I assume this is just Len's way of trying to clean up. While the blinds are big. Like, it really isn't my job to, make this last stand when I'm on over double, like, everyone else's, chips except for Len's. See, you lot can keep bleeding out, and I'll worry about Len later, I guess. Yeah, because they may as well at this point, because there's no real reason for them to not. I do like how they're being respectful, not making us watch the all-in lean, like, stinger every single time. That's kind of neat. Yeah, because they are just getting fatter here, but I've got to kind of hold on. See, there's even an option here to just, like... No, I don't need to make the stand. I don't, like... There's a chance this could go very horribly wrong. Why do I need to risk it? When people are on, like, 3, 4 bigs, and I'm on, like, 11. Why would I risk my entire stack for that? Like, Len must have hit a bad hand in this run. But apparently everyone's just either too timid or has been having, like, the most god-awful draw you've ever seen. Like, this gets me second, and then from second I can try and work at some stuff. Their blinds are getting, honestly, or their stacks, I should say, are honestly getting low enough where even I'm tempted to, like, swing an all in here. There we go, there's one. Right, I'm not going to be calling that. You two can fight over it. Pocket Jacks plays 8-2, yeah. Damn, I would have had it with trip 9s. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so now that hopefully maybe Len has been dissuaded from that slightly, I can play this King-Queen. Uh-huh. We can call that easy. And does Len try and slam here is the only thing. I think this is still worth a call. Okay, just a call. Not a great hand for us. We're gonna throw out the... Hey, let's all chill here. Yume, don't fuck this. This is exactly what you're not supposed to do. Very disappointed. What could you possibly have here? Not enough that it's my problem to find out. Ace 4 plays pocket queens. Well, okay then. I guess we were boned either way. Very good, Bleen 3 call pick up there from here over the queens. Which, yeah, really is starting to put me on the back foot. It's putting me in the position where I need to worry about all-inning at some point. And I gotta start questioning, you know, should I have done it one of those early hands where I was quite content to just let it pass me by. Yeah, there we go. Eventually, Len is going to collide with one of these and it's going to take them out. You would hope. Although they have been putting in, like, every single hand. So who knows? 8 ace, pocket kings. Can we see an ace? I can see an 8. An 8 or an ace? Nope, Yume's wrapping that up. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to feel silly for folding my Bleen, ace 10 suited against them, but I suppose that was really before we knew the full extent of their madness, as it were. How many bigs have I got left? 4. Yeah, that's not great. Can we get either of these players out? Just someone out, please, so I can at least just take a 4th again. before I have to take action. There we go. Come on. Surely this is the one. 6, 7 plays pocket sevens. You don't get much more certain than that. Is the board just something weird? Nope. There we go. Okay. Right, Len. Finally one of those all-ins hits and actually takes someone down. They get about 3k for their troubles because they mainly bled out. But, ooh. Don't love 2-5 here. The good news is that if we do find a hand to stand on, we basically double our money. But yeah, it's not. I am definitely in the position where I have to make the move now. And luckily the blinds just went up past me. 10-5 is not the hand I want to stand on. Like, it's so not the hand I want to stand on. But I think it might have to be, because I've got no fucking chips left. This might have to be the 4th. 7 ace. Well, that's real bad. We have a pair of 5s, as long as we don't see a 7 or an ace. Which, of course, will happen, because, yep. Okay. Damn. That one left a rotten taste in my mouth. That one, I'm not going to lie. A bit iffy there. Yeah, I really wish it told me, like, where the border for this was. But I'm going to assume it's at 2300. But we're losing, like, what, like 3 points here and there? We're not doing terribly, but we got kind of unlucky at the end there. Maybe a bit intimidated by, some of the other hands at the table. But, yeah, I think any of those ones I would have gone on in. I would have lost. But is that analyzing hand track directly? Or was it just saying that, like, yeah, you know, it was kind of not my monkeys, not my circus kind of play? I think we did all right. It was a bit frustrating, and I'm going to very quickly get myself a glass of water, so I'll be back in a second. Right, there we are, water restocked. Let's get the old blackjack going while we're at it. I believe we had a hand we were just about to play. 16 plays a 9. I think I'm meant to stand on this. 12, 14, 17. God damn. Alright then. Looking at here. 13 plays an ace. You never buy insurance. It's never worth it. You hit there for 15. You hit again for 17. I think you have to stand on that. 14, 13, 18. By 1 again? Getting being rolled out here in blackjack. God damn. This is a hit on 9. That's an 18. That's fine by me. What have we got? 12, 22. God, about fucking time. About time some money started rolling down this end of the table. 14 into an 8. I think you have to stand on this, actually. I think the book says stand. Okay. I might also have not read the book, to be fair. But I think the book says stand. Ooh, that's a split. Hello. Split you into a 17 and a 13. We will stand on the 17 and we will hit the 13 into an 18, which is pretty good for us. Okay, losing a push. I don't know what you want to say. I know what you want to say about that one, but we absolutely stand on this 18. 22, there we go. Where was that last round? That is an 18, which we will be standing on. And that's a push. Okay. 4. I mean, we could split this, I guess. I'm not even sure you bother, though. With 2s. I think you just hit. 12, we'll hit again. 22. Them's the breaks. Them's really is the breaks. Now this is a split if I've ever seen one. 2 chances for blackjacks? No, but a 20 and an 18 is, like, pretty good. And by that, I mean I won 1 and lost 1, and we were kind of, like, net neutral there. That was a blackjack! Damn, I got robbed! The one time I get one! Oh. Alright, well, back to... Surely I will have better luck in poker. Oh, surely this game's the one where I come higher than 4th. Because they always, like, both my previous games have started very well, and they've just not kind of materialized from there. Len's back. Okay. Hiroshine's back. I guess from left to right, so Hiroshine, Len, we have Tsuyoshi, Pomechi, and Tofu. Okay, okay. I like her, like, clothes that she's wearing. That's kind of cool. Very neatly stylized character as a whole. But yeah, okay, so we've learned that Len, if in the lead, will play silly. Hiroshine, I think we've played 2 games with now. It's hard to really, I guess, say what I feel about Hiroshine, but I think I know how to pressure them relatively well. And then the other 3 are new. One of them has just woken up with pocket aces, which I guess is a thing that's legal and allowed. And Tsuyoshi tries to chase him down with just ace high. Which, you know what, I see it. But you got super unfortunate there. It's not like, you know, it's not like you knew they had pocket aces or they were repping a huge amount of strength or anything. So, you know, take you what, like you're just under 4k lick and then be like, okay. How do we move on and convert from here? 494 the flop to this one between Tsuyoshi and Pomechi. Tsuyoshi with a half pot and Pomechi folding. I mean, okay, yeah. I guess that flop didn't really have anything going for it, to be fair, but also it was like a what, 400k pot? Like, alright. We're gonna do something a bit funky here. I don't particularly love this 610 raise, but I do want to be in a hand. And they're suited. Re-raise scares me. But I think we're low enough that we can call it. Maybe our table presence is just kind of that of a nutter here. An 8 makes us a straight, and we do have a pair. But we haven't got anything yet, so let's wait until we've got something more definitive. Okay, 2 pairs, 6 and 9. I think that's worth standing on. I think we can half pot that. And if they've got like pocket pairs or something, then fair enough. That's pretty disastrous. That's like the last thing we want to see on the river. We'll check it, and I guess we'll just let's go. Oh god, a disgusting bot has appeared in my chat. Burn. There we go. Do excuse us, you know, gentle chatters, as it were. Can I do the same on 8-10? Do a little raise on 8-10. I did just win a hand, you know. I feel like I should have a little treat. I've got to stop playing little treat hands. Okay, that's a call. What do we got here? I do not love this flop. This is a check, and if Tsuyoshi pushes me on this king, I'll be like, yep, you know what? You got it. A 7 makes us a straight here. Actually, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, a 7 makes us a straight here on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there's no real need to push this before that, so... no. I can't pay a grand to try and find a 7. That's silly. Okay. Ace 2, I'm not in love with. I was going to just straight fold it, but I was like, for 280, I'll see a flop. It's a very value flop, and you never know, you might find an ace on it that you can, like, like just under half pot for. You never know. It's ace with the worst kicker imaginable, but it's an ace. Okay. I am mildly to moderately concerned by this turn of events. I will half pot. And we get a fold from Tsuyoshi. Okay, right. Money changes hands, back to us. And again, we're doing a really good job of this early game. There's one thing I will say about my play tonight is that the early games have been pretty commendable. And then it all just kind of goes to shit when I get bored in the, like, mid to late game and decide to start throwing, like, 60k at a hand because it's funny. Oh. Comedy will be the death of me. King 7. I don't think it's worth playing. Not even in a bluff spot. Particularly because I know Hirashine and Len. I just don't think that's going to be profitable in the long run, shall we say. 6-10-5 is the flop, and we've got Len and Pomechi still in it. 2 checks on that. 4 diamonds comes into play. So I guess there's some weird straights out there, but like none that anyone would have. Len's gonna rep this with a half pot though. I would be saying that's more repping a flush than anything else. Okay, I guess a 3 makes a straight. So the ace 3 you've been holding on to is suddenly 4 fruit. Now there's like maybe a reason. Or alternatively, you can just have a pair of 6s and then Len can bet on 8-2. Len bets on nothing consistently. I think that's the mantra we have to take away here. Even on the lower chip stacks, Len bets on nothing. And we really need to realize that and start, like, abusing it. Ooh. Oh, sorry. There's a weird clanking noise. I was like, what the hell is that? It turns out it's my Blina headset cable. So I was moving my legs around in my chair and it was knocking it. But yeah, that should be sorted now anyway. 2-8 Jack, the flop between Tsuyoshi and Hira here. Tsuyoshi first to act checks. Hira with the, I think that's min bet. Tsuyoshi with the call. Another 2, this time with clubs. I guess that Hirashine might have a flush draw, and then Tsuyoshi, I don't really know, might just be playing this for the love of the game with like an ace or something. Maybe they're super slow playing a jack, but I doubt. The 2s have tripled up. So, okay, we're going to see like about a 3rd pot from Tsuyoshi. And a call from Hirashine. Yeah, not repping a lot of strength, but actually having the full house there because they had top pair the entire time. Now that is useful new data to keep on Hirashine, that they can do slow plays like that. So in their particular instance, we're going to watch out for that. I'd love to play this, but an under-the-gun raise scares me. From Tofu, who hasn't, who hasn't particularly been, like, in a lot of hands up to now. That lends a bit of credence to their story, and I think the only other time they've bet, actually, is when they've had pocket aces. So, if we're looking for kind of like a record of indictment there, that's a strong one. Pocket 6s does indeed take it. Okay, yeah. So, Tofu, both the opposite side of the table to Len and the polar opposite in playstyle, that they will only bet if they have something reasonably strong. Which, for the moment, has just been pocket pairs. But I'm going to assume it's not limited to that. If it is limited, and this is guys doing some I only play pocket pairs challenge, hats off to them. That's fucking amazing. You are not winning a game ever, basically. But, you know, good luck to you. Ooh. Raise from Len and Tsuyoshi with the re-raise. Wouldn't be surprised if Len calls this, because Len calls anything. Check there. Tsuyoshi should probably c-bet if you're gonna, like... No, we're gonna check this. What the fuck do you have, then? Was that just a scare bet? Are we slow playing? Let's coax the half-pot bet out of Len. If Tsuyoshi lays this down, this is just a terrible, like, bluff on the, like, pre-flop. Oh my god, it was! You can't keep letting Len get away with this. They played with nothing. Whatever you had in your hand, it probably would have fucking worked. Oh, criminal. Criminal that Len got away with that, actually. Raise from Pomechi, I don't think I will. A jack and a 4. Still not super enthused by this, I'm going to be honest. I think we're going to lay it down. Gives Hiroshine a few extra blinds, but hey-ho. I am somehow in, like... Ooh, strong hand. Ace King suited, yeah, you're not wrong. A raise, I think that... I'm going to slow play it. I'm going to call here. I'm not going to re-raise. They're both folded anyway. Alright, fair enough. We do have top pair. Okay. Okay, buddy. You want to dance? You want to dance? You think I don't have this? Let's dance. Now, either you shove and make me very, very nervous. Oh, fuck. He shoved and made me very, very nervous. I think I'm pot committed. I have to call this. I have top pair, top kicker. There's, like, no way. Yeah, 6%. You better see a club here. Or you're toast. Goodbye! Do not all in to the ace-king suited. That kills you. Also puts me on 52k. Now, what did we learn from last game that we're not going to do again this game? We're not going to play little funny hands that turn into 20 to 30k casualties. And we're also going to remember that Len plays like, let's say very loose. Let's not be rude to the person. Because there's really no need for that. We have some decorum here. But they play in an interesting manner that I would describe as very loose. Ooh. Pomechi actually getting in on this, though. 3 queen queen is our flop, and we're going to see, like, a 3/4 bet, 2/3 maybe. Pomechi takes it down. Len actually folds. Okay, 6-9 suited. Funny, but not entirely useful under the gun. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, in my head there was literally the bleeding like dial-up bleeding modem fucking like fucking like noise going on. Jack Queen 4. Pomechi in this one again, this time with Len and Torfu, who are all checking to reveal a 7 of hearts on the turn. Another check. Did any of you come to this pot with anything? Were we all just playing it for the funsies? Another queen. There's the flush. Draws now available on clubs. Is anyone going to rep anything here? No. And we're going to have ace-10 beaten by trip queen. Trip queens and Tofu didn't bet. Polar opposite of Len, I tell you. Polar opposite. The worst hand of the game. I think we shall fold it. I'm no expert. I'm pretty sure you're not meant to play that one. Oh. There we go. Pocket 7. I'm going to knock the game down just a little bit more, actually, on the stream end. Probably should have done that earlier, but oh well. Just to there. Pocket 7s. Now that I can kind of get behind. Might see a call from here if they think this is a steal, is the only thing. But we didn't. And we're always happy to take blinds with, like, a pocket pair that's, like... 7s is probably on the borderline. No, I'd say 8s is on the borderline. 7s is one below. Like, pocket 9s and above, you kind of want value with. Pocket 8s and below, you're kind of just happy to take blinds, honestly. Because, yes, you can win an insane kind of, like, hand if the board goes your way. And it can be like, a real godslayer of a hand. But you have to get, like... a certain degree of lucky for that to pan out. So really, you know, rather than shoot for the moon, why not just, you know, casually crest a hill or something? Be like, yeah, this is nice. We don't need to be all the way up there. Oh, just not where man was put. Although it is very cool to go to the moon when you got if you get the chance, like, you know, and it's a sure shot, you should. But like, some days you shouldn't. This analogy's really fucking getting away from me. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. Is that a straight? 5, 6, 7, 8? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yes, it is. It's actually a 6-card straight, because there's a 3 there as well, which earns you no extra points, but is kind of fancy. 9 queen. I am going to min-raise this and just kind of see what the table does. Instant fold from Hira, fold from Len. Pomechi might take me up on this. It's like 780. Yeah, there we go. 9-10 jack queen. There's an ace there, which is mildly troubling. I am going to check this. That's a pair of 9s. Instant check. Okay. I'll do a little bet. Instant call. Okay, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. I have a straight. I should probably bet that. I'll half pot it. Don't need to get crazy with it. No, okay. Damn. They were playing at fucking lightning speed there. Like, I thought because they insta-fold, it's like, they've got check fold on, so maybe if I just send a bet in, it'll insta-fold for them. But, I guess I should have been a lot quicker off the trigger myself if I was going to be doing that, because they had time to turn it off and then do that call. Ooh. Hello. Raise into re-raise. Okay. Pocket 10s. Alrighty then. Now, this is a re-raising sort of hand. Okay, that's an instant call. And a queen. I am mildly scared. I guess we let Hira dictate the pace here, because we can let this go. If we reckon they've got a queen. Or a king. It's really not looking like the flop for pocket 10s. Sometimes you just got to give it up. And, you know, there's no hassle with that. Another check. We've got 5s and 10s, I guess. I should put a little bit of pressure on. But I don't want to. So I'm just going to check again. Pocket jacks. You know what? Fair enough. I'm glad I didn't tread on that particular bleen trap. I was, you know, permanently under the board there. It wasn't really worth my time pushing. Yeah, Hero goes up to 43. I'm still on like 50. I'm still chilling. Tofu has something. You definitely get out the way when that happens. 2-9 is kind of yucky. We don't want that. Get that right out of here. Ugh. Oop, I have opened some bullshit that I did not mean to open. It's fine. Ace 3. No, I don't think I will, actually. Particularly not under the gun +1. That's an all-in from Len. I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner, actually. Given their proclivity for such actions. I suppose it does look like a fairly disciplined all-in at this stage. But I haven't seen Len be in a ton of stupid hands. Nope, here we are. Here it is. This is the Len I know about. This is the one who's all in all day, every day. Okay, that's Len out the way. Pomechi going to try and get in some value on this one, and there's going to take blinds and nothing else, because I don't have shit. And neither does Tofu, apparently. Ace 10. Hey, Len, you want to go do an all-in? You want to do an all-in, buddy? No, okay. Yeah, this is worth a free bet here. See if Hero's got anything. That would be a no, so that's some delicious blinds for me. Keeping us at that 50k mark, which is important. Not much happening in that hand, and then this hand, Queen 3, I can't say there's going to be a ton happening here either, if I'm being quite honest. So we'll keep on moving and grooving to Ace 3, not under the gun. I know it's suited and there's stuff there, but like Ace and like 2 to 5 is like a much worse hand than it looks. Because if you hit your pair of aces, you still have to be worried about other aces a lot because they're kind of dog. Could Len do this on a hand or actually have something? That would be very cool and groovy. 7 queen. That's not quite what I want to be facing an all-in with. We are still like about 10k ahead of everyone else, but it's very easy for that to shift. Again, I think taking the more kind of like conservative line of play is not a bad idea in theory, but it's very easy for us to not stand on a big hand here and then really regret it later on down the line when we've run out of hands to stand on. I think we're in the lead, but not by enough where it like super matters at the minute. Now, the problem with 9-7 is that I can raise it, sure, but I'm going to really miss this 5k if Len all-ins, and I have to fold it. So, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to let Hera Hera dive on that grenade if they want to. It looks like they're having the same sort of quandary, perhaps. And it's like, you know, I can pay 5k, but can I pay 25? That is the question, and they can't, which means Len does get to safeguard their blinds by doing absolutely nothing, which again is infuriating, but what can we do? Not play 4-8, that's a good thing we can not do. Everyone here still above 10 big blinds. This is quite different, actually, to be kind of like this at this sort of table. Len with the all-in again. Definitely the aggressive soul at the table. Come on, Pomechi, you can clash with them. Do it. Otherwise, this is going to happen, and they're going to worm their way into first again. 10 Jack is not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I need to not. Yeah. Beating my queens, kings, and aces. That's like 12 cards in the deck I'm scared by. That's a lot of cards in a 52 card deck. And all in from Pomechi as well. Adopting the Len strategy since it seems to be working. Tofu strategy, and I've noticed this past couple of games as well, tends to fall off around about now. Okay, Pomechi takes first off me. King 7. I mean, at least I'm small blind here, which is probably the best place to have this sort of hand. It gets these two out the way. Unfortunately, this is where Tofu's going to start all-inning. We're going to need a clash at some point. Or I'm going to need to find a hand to, like, stand all in on. An ace 3 offsuit is not going to be it. Okay. But yeah, now this kind of just really reinforces what I was saying earlier, where, like, I need to find something to stand on. I need to do it to take a good, like, you know, a good chunk of chips. Survive myself some blinds. If I get a blind hand out like that, that would be cool. Is this ever worth? I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try a 10k bet. Call from Pomechi. The one card we didn't want to see. We've got 9-10 Jack. I mean, what do you call? Problem is, what do you call that with? 8, 9, 10 Jack. Up, down, straight draw. Pomechi's thinking about this one. We're gonna try a stone cold bluff here. And it fucking works! Let's go! Oh! That was stone cold. Oh. Right, that's kept us in the runnings for a while longer. Not an infinite time longer. Those extra blinds do also help. That's like 10k in blinds. God damn. Now, Jack 10's a tempting hand to play. But it's not our job to risk 26k and our lead over it. We did our hand we have a big stand, you know? Like, we don't need to do this. We caught Pomechi trying to steal something with like a low-size bet. Because the play felt weird there to me, you know, the check on that turn into the, oh yeah, now I want to bet a little bit on this, sorry, on the flop, sorry, and then, oh, now I want to bet a little bit on the turn. It's like, yeah, no, you fucking don't. Pocket Force is tragic here because you can't see a flop anymore. It's either all in for 20k or fold, so this hand is, like, useless. Len, do you want to be the hero? Nope. look, I've tried my damnedest, guys. I've taken like 20k off someone, but you're gonna have to try and sort this one out between you at some point. Queen 10. Queen 10 is a good fucking hand. I'm gonna raise it. I might get all-in by Tofu here. But I don't think it's the worst all-in I could eat. Or we can just take blinds. You know what? Taking blinds, going up to 70k? Fine. Absolutely love and life. And on the big blind here, if we get the miracle that everyone else folds out, that puts us up to like almost 80k. Compared to everyone else's like 20 and Pomechi's like 40, I guess. Come on, Tofu. You know you want to fold this. You know you want to fold this. It's not good enough. I've been kind of scary. You don't want to tango with a guy like me. Hell yeah. There we go. 77k. Right. Okay. Again, keeps us nicely afloat. It is so, like, the blinds are going to be so big in a minute that they're going to have to do some dumb stuff. Pomechi's getting out a bit ahead of the curve here. But, like, they're finally a collision on Jack Queen suited plays 7 ace suited, and the 7 ace is fucking winning because they hit trip 7s. Hirashine, you absolute fucking burglar and thief. Holy, I mean, at least you're not out, Pomechi, but I'd be fucking mad. Jack ace suited, I'm sorry, that's a hand you play. In this house, that's a hand you play. That's a hand you can see and all in with. So, if Len wants to step to me, I will happily take them down as retribution for last game. If not, fair enough, you know. That's still 22k near enough in my coffers. Ace Jack unsuited. Pretty good. Still pretty good. And I still kind of want to take an all in with it. So, particularly since this is basically an all in for both of these players, actually. So, yeah, alright. We'll slam us up to almost 100k while they're kind of scrabbling around. 10-2, I don't really feel like. I forget that, particularly if I'm in a lead like this against 3 people who are on barely 10k, 10k is nothing to me. My range should widen, not enough so that I'm giving free money away, but enough so that, like, you know, I'm not, like, fretting over hands I'd normally, like, never consider playing. 5-6, I still think is kind of bad. Fold from Tofu. Yeah, that works. We love free money here. Oh, 6 digits, baby. 100k. Now, Hira could kind of ruin my day is the only thing. Pomechi can't, but, like, I can't call this. Maybe I can. Let's see what Tofu does. If there's a call here, then, you know what? On the off chance that this weird 2-jack works, let's chill. Hit him with the compadre checks, which I think both of these players do understand. I know Hirashine does. Unless they're going to try and rock the boat here. No, that's a check. Okay. Well, I've hit absolutely fuck all, but, you know, it was a 5k contribution to see if I could help. Queen Jack, Jack 6. The Jack 6 winning is fucking hilarious. King 6s with a Jack kicker. My god. Well, that's a pretty big payday for Tofu, and that means Pomechi is out in 5th. I mean, yeah, I will take 23k with 10 king. I just will. I'm going to be a bit scared, but also you're going to ask me to pay, what, like, fucking 5k extra or something? See this? Len, do you want to... Yeah, there we go. I will enjoy taking you out myself if I get such an opportunity. And it looks like I just might, unless there's a... No, yep, I do. Excellent. Consider that retribution for the previous game. And also, we've avoided 4th place. Let's go. Now, can we get... Oh, well, I mean, we're looking in a pretty strong position here. We don't... Not necessarily worrying about people on, like, 10k anymore. We can take a 20k. A 40k is a bit much, particularly for 7-10. But we can't let them get away with that too many times. The blinds are now, I believe the official term is fucking ooge. So, we don't particularly want to tango anything we don't have to. Ideally, Hiroshain just all-ins and dies to tofu here, and then we have a heads up. Once we get back to heads up, I think I have a better idea of how to, like, kind of play stuff. And this is good either way it goes, actually, because either tofu wins and I'm guaranteed second, or Hiroshain robs again somehow. Don't know how that would work, but yeah, Hiroshain either robs again. And then I get, like, 2 people who are on lower chip stack so I can take swings at. We're going to go for a quick 3-bet there. We've really got to switch gears now that we're here, see if we can throw tofu off at all. That's a call. Well, it's not exactly what I was looking for with this. You know what? I haven't hit this either. This king, though, I'm gonna rep. You know, oh my god, they just don't believe me. Kind of insane, actually. I think I have to fire. I have to fire all the way. I don't think they believe me, but I have to fire on this. They believed me! Holy, that's such a throw from them. That's such a throw. This is a call. I've got a queen. Fuck it. I'll ball. 5 king plays 5 queen. Oh, no. Hey, can I have exactly a queen? Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Oh, I still think that was the right play. But, yeah, just a bit unfortunate. We're still on, like, triple their stack. I'm not playing 10-2. And there's garbage. Not playing that at all. 3-9? Not huge. Just play it. Yeah, no, I gotta be honest. Tofu kind of has me here. But if their strategy is to all in, that's fine. I'm way ahead of them. I will just wait for a hand where that's doable. Such as this one. Also, when did my all-in animation become glasses? Oh, we're tangoing. Okay. Ace 10 plays Jack Queen. I'm going to need exactly another club. Thanking you kindly. Ladies and gentlemen, of first place. Let's fucking go. Onk has still got it. Oh, and how many points up does that get us? 38? Delicious. Lovely. You'll love to see it. Now, I am coming up on one slight oversight, I guess. Is that I'm going to have to root around the shop a bit, I think, because... Yeah, I have enough rank tickets for, like, one more game, but I think somewhere in here... Oh. Hello? As soon as the menus want to interact with me. There we go, thank you. Nice, hell yeah. Oh, we've got so many fucking lucky bags as well. And also whatever this is. The Tokyo Tower, apparently. I have actually been to. So each one of these gives us 100 tickets each. We can, like, buy tickets with money now, though, right? That's the hip, cool thing the kids do. Like, I think somewhere in here. There is, whatever all... Oh, this is, Haruhi stuff. And all of this goblin. Here we are. Oh, we can only buy them with, event currency. Okay, is there like a... These are all costumes for people. I haven't actually seen any of the costumes in ages. Is that a costume for, potentially. A little kind of like cat girl thing going on. Neat. Is this... Oh my god, what the hey? Let's go. I'm about that. Okay, boards. Ring match stuff. Tickets to tournaments, perhaps? I would love to fucking tell you. Here we are. Yeah, so we can buy 100 of these for 5,000. Which I've got 317,000, so yeah, that's fine. There we go. And I've also got some free ones there that I can grab that aren't cost me any money. But I need event tokens, and I mean, I don't know, maybe there's missions where we get that. Let's go have a quick flick through the missions, shall we? This is all flammable stuff. Yeah, I think that's just dailies. Yeah, daily. Sure is. Any event gubbins going on? There is, and I'm allegedly working towards it. Korabo, yeah, small collabs on. Rankazoni, showdown, oh, win a showdown with a flush twice, okay. Win with a straight, win with a 3 pair, win with a 2 pair 7 times, win with a 1 pair 10 times. I see, so you just keep winning with certain hands. Oh, this is participate in 5 games, actually. Participate in 10, participate in 30. Okay. And I have until tomorrow to do this. So you know what? I may as well participate in another 2 games. The game dictates, you know? We shall simply participate in another 2. And, you know, maybe we'll get some other quests done while we're there. I'm really just looking for more of those red tickets, but maybe there's some other neat stuff. Who knows? Queues are pretty snappy as well, which is nice. I'm really glad that the site's still going and is like still being used. I mean, obviously you don't hear about it a lot in the West, but it's because it's entirely Japanese. But like, yeah, I don't hear for how good of a like kind of place it is to play, and for how forgiving the gacha is. Looking at you, Mahjong Soul. What the fuck is your gacha when this one exists? Ooh, Queen 8. Nah. But yeah, I think it's something that, you know, more people should be able to get into. I just wish there was like an official English translation for it. And like an, you know, and like an EU client, that would be cool. But I imagine that like they probably don't port it there because it's such a ball ache because it's a poker gambling game to deal with like law regarding that in a lot of countries. So you'd have to go and read through every single one. It'd be a huge fucking kerfuffle compared to just releasing it normally, which is already a pretty big kerfuffle going global with that. But like, unless you have like, you know, side games kind of resources, maybe it's difficult to do. Ace 5. No, still a no from me on that one. Who have we got at the table anyway? We've got, this is still Apple, just on a different character. They're thinking they can fool me. I don't know what these kanji are. I'm sorry. Person to my left, I just don't know how to call you. We have Pino, Suribito, and Mitsan. At our table today, and currently it's Pino and Suribito. No, Suribito, not Suripito. It's Suribito. Playing this. I love how it gives you the option, by the way, to play blackjack in the middle of your fucking poker game. Because goddamn people's attention spans these days are fucking ass, apparently. It's like, damn, I folded one hand, time to go play blackjack. Like, come on, dude. Come on, my dude. Oh. It's rather toasty here. Need to take the jumper off. There we go.
Nice.
9-6. Is this worth a call for 300? It might be, you know. For 300, I'll see a flop in case it's the best flop I've ever seen. It's not a bad flop for 9-6. It's gotta be said. I will put 950 on this, like having top pair, and just kind of see where that goes. We do find a call. 2 calls, okay. I mean, look, hear me out, guys. I really have this 9. And it's, like, pretty good for me. If you've got 9 better kicker, you've got me. But, like, no, I really have this 9. Thank you, and have a pleasant day. I'm only just now thinking about hands in that last little stint, by the way. My brain's just caught up. That bluff on Tofu that I managed to, like, call him down with was absolutely demonic. Like, it was a last-ditch, all-in effort, but... Oh. That alone won me that game, I think. Or at least definitely won me the heads up. For sure, for sure. I think we don't play 7 King here. Ace 4, yeah, also not feeling. Also just, the vibes are off, you know? I mean, I suppose, actually, yeah, if there wasn't a raise there, maybe I would. Because, like, if we could try and steal some blinds, maybe, but... 2 calls before it? Oh, I'm just not feeling it. All the 8s! Everyone has a 3 of a kind. Okay, this flop is, a sort of play what's in your hand moment. Unless what's in your hand is an 8, in which case, congratulations, you've won. Very, very unique flop. Everyone's putting in like a little min bet there, I guess. I'm going to take that as a sort of camaraderie bet. Just everyone put this in because, wow, look, 3 things in a row, you know. We should celebrate. 5 comes out and Misan puts in about a 3rd pot. Suribito is going to call that. A jack is coming up. That might be relevant. Suribito's going to check the jack, though. Misan also going to check that. Pocket 7s for the full house. Trip 8s, pocket 7s. That's kind of insane. I'm going to need... Hold on. I think I'm going to need... No, that's not it. That's pocket aces. I'll worry about that later. I think that we should re-raise that. And let's see what Misan's really made of here. Fair enough. Maybe I should have slow played that and let him bet into me, but... I wasn't super feeling it. I need to go and change this image as well, by the way. Which means I have to go and dig through a bunch of my folders and work out where I put... that. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that ought to do as a decent sense of that. There we go. So we have any dodgy hands come up. I know what to do. Anyway, what's happening with this hand? Now that I've finished faffing about the OBS. 3, 4, king, 3. Small bets going in. Jack on the river. Not a lot of action for queen ace, but I guess you were strategically dodging every single card that could have made your hand better. So fair enough, I guess. I can see not betting in that spot. Does mean you've got a fairly strong hand and it's fairly weak to just, you know, some random bet by Suribito. But I've been calling this Suribito. That's what I meant. I knew that sounded wrong. Not Suribito. What the fuck? We have 2 calls, which is actually pretty good for us with 3 calls with 10 ace suited. I will be checking this. I do not have the queen. And I feel like even if I tried to bluff it after the last hand where I managed to convince people I had something, people would maybe start to smell a rat. Can you give it a couple of seconds and then check? A lot of checks so far. Is Pino here gonna break that? They're thinking about it. 800? That's a call. That's an easy call. Like, I'm still in this hand for 800. Damn, if only there was a jack here. Or all these clubs were hearts. Or the hand had worked out very differently. I guess I'm playing 6s with an ace kicker. I mean, I guess there's overs to this. Okay, fair. But yeah. Interesting slow play from Misan, though. On the, like, top pair for a while there until that king came out, I think. Oh, do excuse me. Yeah, top pair for a while there, and just not a lot of action on it. I think we'll fold out this one.
Check.
Continuing the theme from earlier, 2-9 might be the third easiest hand for me to fold.
Check.
Oh.
ベッド
What are we looking at?
Code.
7, ace, queen, 7, 9. The flat of 4, all diamonds. And the pair of aces takes it. Huh, okay.
2 pair.
Was that a Bocce the Rock
喜べ。
thing, or was that just another band thing? No, it didn't look like Bocce. It wasn't Bocce. I just saw guitars for a second and I was like, huh? But no, now I think about it, that's definitely not Bocce. Right, fold out this 2 king.
さゆきやっぱりついてるね
Apple rakes up some blinds. I am in not a terrible spot. Well, you know, we're the right side of 30k still. Kind of looking at third at the minute. Not by much. It's like 4k, you know. Any one hand could swing this quite dramatically. We're just waiting for that initial break, I guess.
さゆきやっ
Which
ぱ
we
り
got on
つ
the
い
last
てる
game.
ね
Pretty cool. 7-5. Also not great. A lot of very kind of like passive play at the minute here. A lot of
さ
blinds
ゆき
being
やっぱり
hoovered
つ
up.
いてるね
So, again, gives you that kind of image of at least people being somewhat honest at the table. I'm going to shake things up a bit by playing a bad hand.
コール
We see a call.
コール
Another call. Okay, 10-7's not the worst hand, but it's really not the best either. 2-2-6 is what? I don't want that. Yeah, look.
チェック
Can we all agree none of us hit this hand? What do you mean you hit this? Okay, pocket pairs, I'm out. Thank you. Yep, I am not dealing with those pocket pairs, or at least the rep pocket pairs. It's a good takedown. I thought maybe I could try and slip one past and hoover up to make the blinds. I could not, and I paid, what, like 2-ish K for the privilege? It's fine, you know. It's an acceptable calculated loss. And it gave us some valuable data to not try that shit, at least in the near future again.
イケイケどんどんです
Oh, hello, re-raise? A raise from the player on my left, a call from Apple, and then a re-raise from Suribito. Call from the player on my left. Jack Queen 5 is the flop.
チェック
Action flop. We like to see it. Check and a check. Ace here.
ベッド
Yeah, a bet from Suribito.
フルファイヤーだ。
An all in? Ho ho ho! A call? The ace queens? It is in fact not going anywhere. Well, all right then. Kind of disappointed. Would have loved to see one of these players go out immediately because I think that would be very funny, but fair enough. You know what? They both betted with something.
レイズコール
We are not going to be hoovering up any big blinds here, and I'm not playing Queen 6. It's just not a good hand. I don't know what you want me to say. Oh my god, it's definitely not a 5.6k level good hand. There's a lot of re-raising going on, particularly over to my right here, which is kind of spooky. Keeps people very honest here. Ooh. Damn. Big hand for Lin Mi-san on whatever that was. Jack 7, you know, it's just not quite what I'm vibing with at the minute. Go on then, I'll like min raise it.
レイズ
Probably gets a call.
Code.
Yeah, there we go. Queen 4-2, we will bet on. We're going to try a little bluff here. Hope we didn't hit the queen. Thank you kindly.
しましたボタンです
And then Jack 8. I shouldn't 3-bet this. I shouldn't 3-bet this. I shouldn't 3-bet this, so I'm not going to. I just have to tell myself a couple of times.
コール
Yeah, okay, so there's a min raise and a call there. 7-10-10. is our flop. Immediately check twice. 6 on turn. I doubt that does much for anyone. Ace of spades might do things for high card enjoyers and flush enjoyers, or we're just going to check this down and win on a pair of sick what? Excuse me?
2ペ
I don't... What?
ア喜べ俺の糧に
Interesting. Okay. Huh. I don't know why that hand went down the way down that it did, but, you know, one of you could bluff. That's a thing you can do in this game. I think, I was hoping at Legend Ranked one of you would know how to at least try something there. I mean, maybe it's a small enough hand that's actually not worth... Maybe the kind of, like, playbook there is it's not worth hurting your table cred over 2k. I would cash that shit in every time because I love mind games. But that could just be me. Interesting. Ooh, I gotta go check them as well. Yo, okay. Nice little pop pick up there from Penal. 7 king. I think it's kind of maybe a blind stealer hand, but it's not what you want to play under the gun +1. It's not hugely valuable here. Because you run into a raise and you feel very sad. And in this game particularly, you run into a raise and then a re-raise, and then you feel really sad. Jack 8 suited. I can't play it. I cannot, I'm afraid. Patience is the name of the game here. At a table like this, I feel very uncomfy playing something like that. Call? Check. Okay. 10 comes... no, let's not analyze what white had. We've got 9, queen, 7, 2 checks, king of diamonds. Yeah, that should probably elicit a bet. Okay. Fair enough. 4-2. I don't think I will, actually. Even for 1,000, that's just too bad of a hand. In my humble opinion. We go. Oh my god, 10-a-6 on the flop. That's something. Not that anyone's interested, apparently. Is the 9 going to change anyone's opinion? I mean, if the ace doesn't, then what do you both have that you're calling in with? What is this? 6-7. Everyone's just playing funny hands. Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess more fool me for that one, huh? Me expecting poker players to play decent hands. Poker players at my table. 6-7. That's an all-in. Like, why? 9 queen is absolutely something we 3-bet here. Like, that's a snap 3-bet. Ace 9, also something we can 3-bet. I think that's a good blind stealer. Unless Apple has anything to say about it. They do not. So there we are, polished that off. A couple of nice chunks of blinds stolen to keep us afloat. And now we go back to just kind of filling up. I'm getting a lot of use out of my blind model toggle here, to be fair. Well, not toggles, I should say my model movement. I wish I had fucking toggles. God. Maybe one day I will upgrade to a greater form with more flexibility. But as for now, we are kind of all right here. Because, I mean, you got to say, this model I've got at the minute has done some serious long service, particularly by VTuber terms. Given that it's basically still the PNG I used when I started 3 years ago, it's just had very kind of small puppy kitten do some rigging to actually make me, you know, kind of jump and jive with it. 4-7, God. Slow couple of hands, huh? I'm fine with that. People say, yeah, you're on a cold streak. I'm like, no, I'm just enjoying a nice, cool, refreshing beverage before getting back to the hot stuff. You know? It's a moment of repose. It's not being locked in a freezer. Let's see, Pino and Misan to this flop. Ace 8-10. Could be an action flop. 2 clubs there.
チェック
A check from Misan.
ベッド
Finally, something. Okay, Pino with about a third
Call.
bet there. Misan with the call, interestingly.
チェック
So, this looks to me like Misan's fishing for a flush. And Pino is maybe worried about,
ベッ
like...
ド
So they haven't got an ace, that Pino. That check from Pino tells me. Or they're slow playing it. Yeah, it didn't have an ace. Misan was representing a slow
One
play
pair.
flush, but actually just had the ace. Okay.
良い夢は見れたか
In fairness, good to know that I kind of bought his story there. So I know to be careful of such trickery in the future. I don't think we can get much out of this, except for some free blinds, I guess. We do love free blinds here. 3 jack is something we'd like slightly less, but, you know, can't have everything. And we're still kind of, like, pretty comfortably in second. Particularly compared to players like Apple, who have managed to lose, like, half their stack. Pino's looking a little worse for wear. Everyone else is doing fine, to be
ボ
fair.
タンです
Like, if you're above 30k, you're doing fine, I think. If you're below 30k, then, oh no. It maybe is time to, you know, like, particularly in Apple's case, it's maybe start
最近やっ
time,
ぱりついてるね
time to start eyeing up that all-in button. But I suppose you also want the blinds to be a bit bigger before you really start doing that, because at the moment you're all-inning for, like, basically nothing. Like 5, no, I guess 5k and you're on, like, 18, that's probably worth. Apple's going to play it out a bit, though. Lower risk to their chip stack, but also, I guess,
さゆきやっぱりついて
lower
るね
chance of it going through without having to fight on the flop. We still haven't really drawn much this game, have we?
レイズ
Like, we've had a couple of hands, to be fair. I shouldn't be, like, talking too badly. And like I say, it's a moment of repose. It's just, the repose is going on for a bit longer than I
最近
thought
や
it
っぱり
would.
ついてるね
Mappa's back up to 27? Oh, hell. Maybe blinds are actually a fair bit. Yeah, I think this is a 3
レイ
better.
ズ
I think this is an under the gun 3 better. Let's try and scare the pants off some people. Does have to get round 5.
挑むか
Okay.
この我に
Well, fuck me sideways then. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I don't think there's a world where that makes sense. Like ace 9 unsuited, I'm sorry, it's just not my game. And it ironically does kind of like ruin my table image there as well, 3 betting and then folding to that. Okay, free blinds. We got consolation free blinds. We're still above 30k. It's all fine. You have to back down to this one. Okay. Interesting to see what... God, yeah, what Misan could have had there. I mean, hasn't done that yet. Could have just had the nuts. I don't really have any data to go off of, is the thing.
恐れよこの我
There
よ
we go.
ボタンです
What are we looking at here? Queen 10? That's a blind stealer. As long as we don't get like Pinot all inning or something here.
レイズ
It's about as bad. Yeah, I don't think Queen 10 is good enough to take on a 9k bet. I'm gonna be entirely real with you.
さゆきやっぱりついてるね
Okay. Ace 8? No, if I wasn't happy staying on ace 9 earlier, I think ace 8 is kind of out of the question.
Call.
Okay. Bet from Apple, called by Pino.
ベッド
About being 18k in the pot, 13, I guess, in bets, and then a bunch in ante. 5-3 jack, all of hearts. Now that is an interesting flop. Because you basically have to rep a flush very early on here. And Pino's going to believe it, to be
やっぱ
fair.
りついてるね
Apple back on 31k, so they've really climbed out the hole they were in earlier. Don't think this is hugely, Apple with the all-in on 30k. Now that's a make it make sense to me moment. Like, you really want to steal the blinds that badly? 10 ace. 10 ace, say. Min raise. Let's
レイズ
do that and see what people think of that. Are we going to see another one
Call.
from Misan? No, just a call this time. Okay.
Check.
Well, then. I might fuck around and just, like, put another 5k in there.
ペット
I might see if I can teaser bet this
Call.
man. Oh, fuck. Okay, now there's a
Check.
flush out. Okay. We all in. If he has the flush, he has the flush, and I've fucked
こ
myself,
こでオ
but
ール
コール
fuck. Don't be a diamond, don't be a diamond, don't be a diamond, don't be a diamond. Thank God. Okay. Whew.
ストレート
It's fine. We'll just flop a straight, have it still almost go wrong somehow, and then sit up pretty on 62k. I like that.
レイス
And I think the slow play there definitely helped in the all believability stakes. Although Misan was willing to just fucking go for that. Kind of wild, honestly.
降りるのか
But yeah, serves you right for that big bet earlier, Yvelin. You big dingus. Oh. Back when I had, what was it, like ace 9, it got almost around the entire table, and then it was like, yeah, pay 50k. Like, I don't think I will. Right, this does also
コール
basically take out the old table head and puts us in a very nice spot. Jack 3 queen, all of clubs. If you're checking
ペ
this,
ット
what are you going in with? Like, what is the game plan? What are you
やっ
doing?
ぱりついてるね
You're just giving Apple all the chips. Who, I have to say, also has done very commendably. Like, considering they were on, what, like 15k chips? Like, they've done more impressively than me this game, hands down. That is some stellar work. Okay, we're gonna fold that out though. 7-8 suited into an 11k. Okay, here we go. An all-in from the man who
サイは投げられた
I don't know.
なんてね
Man who I'm a bit confused by. Queen Ace plays Jack Ace, and there is a Jack, so you need exactly a You have been hoed. Oh my god. You have been robbed. To be fair, I don't think your play was immaculate anyway, but I don't think you deserved that.
さゆき絶好
You have 8,000 chips left to your name. I am looking forward to seeing your all-in, sir. In fact, I'm so confident that I think I could take your all-in with 9 king. I'm gonna just
レイズ
min
フ
raise
ルフ
that.
ァイヤーだ
Yeah, funny that. Now let's try and, okay, we're just gonna go heads up here. 9-7 plays 9 king. Well, as long as we don't see a 7, then we're like fine, right? Yep, there we go. That's a nice little extra 25k in my back pocket for taking out that guy. It also means I have to say their name again, or admit that I can't say their name and just keep calling them the player on my right, which is another added bonus. So we do like that. Ooh, big all-in to put pressure on Suribito, who calls here. King Queen suited plays Ace 5. It's looking dicey. Oh my god, they do it. Just with high card. Because no one hit anything. Ah! No, stop that. Stop that. I wasn't ready. I was too busy marveling at that and trying to work out how it was gonna... I do like me some baby pears. This is a hand I should not be involved in. I immediately regret this decision. But like, hey, maybe we can see a flop. And maybe it can be like a complete whiff. I regret to inform people that it is not a complete whiff and that Apple has me fucking dead to rights here. Yeah, nah, you got it, Chief. I fucked around and found out that hand. Oopsie. Oh well. 10 king. Hello there. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I can call that. I can absolutely call something like that. And then get nothing out of it. I'm gonna check that. I think. We do still have overs though. We can call this one this time. We're just not finding anything, are we? 10 Jack Queen King unfortunately is not anything. And I haven't exactly repped a lot of strength this hand, so I think I just kind of have to wait for the inevitable big bet here and lay this one down. Because there's so many things they could have. It's tragic. I don't want to do it. But unfortunately, I think it is the best line of play, given that we got completely hosed by the cards there. Okay, let's take stock of the fact as well that we have like someone with 10k and someone with 7k on the field. Now, I'm pretty sure I can take them with ace-jack, but we don't need to get involved in every single hand. Let's raise this up. Like I say, I think this one is a valid raise. Apple in again. Okay. But again, I think on ace-jack, I've got to take my chances. 4-4-10? Really? Okay. Well, I don't want to all in this. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I've got an ace. If Apple's got a 10, then Apple's got a 10. I don't know what to tell you. If they've got ace queen or ace king, they've got ace queen or ace king. I don't know what to tell you. On the other hand, though, if they haven't, then we even up with them. That's a beer hand. We're going to be folding that one. Okay, yeah, they're all in a 5k. Apple, you can take that. I didn't have anything there. And Pino, all you had to do was check. But I guess you're low enough anyway that you're going to be in a hand. Oh my god, and you've got pocket aces. My bad. I do apologize. I've made a mistake. I was not familiar with your game. That is absolutely yours for 30k. That's a shot in the arm. Which is kind of annoying because kind of looking to not come forth here. What did we learn? Don't play the baby pairs against people who are going to all in you for 15k or potentially even 25k. That's not off the table here. Yep, a case and fucking point. And an all in here from Suriboshi. Okay, 6 king and 2 ace. Just wins on ace high, goddamn. I was like, what's the hand there? And I was looking for one, and there wasn't one. I mean, aside from high card, but yeah. Which just leaves us 3. Wow, the 2 people I thought were going to go out first and me. Yeah, I'm not going to call you all in with 6-4. That's not going to be happening today. There may be all-ins that we call. King 7 is not one of them. My range is not that wide, I'm sorry. I am still somewhat afraid of losing my life. Oh, does Pino call this? Come on, Pino. Call. It'd be so funny and also get me second. Go on. You know you want to. I'll worry about dealing with the fucking kaiju in first place. God damn it. Me hoping other people will fix my problems. That might be an all. You know what? I really like second, actually. I'm going to completely puss out of that. 6 ace plays 10 king. And the ace wins. Yep. The ace 6 absolutely wins. Okay. Well, there is second. So that's something. Now we have an issue. That could be easily fixed by just slamming and praying here. I don't think that's the move, though. I don't think that's the move. The motion of the ocean, as it were, on Queen 3. It's definitely not on 5-3. Unfortunately, we need to do something and fast, and maybe that Queen 3 was the best hand we got. So I've forgotten that we've only got 3 bigs left. That's got an ace. We wall. Queen 5 plays ace 4. There is a queen. There's an ace, though. Just don't show me a 5 or another queen. And we're up 60k. Okay, nice. Couple more of them, and we're in business. What are we looking at here? 3-8. That's a fat yike from me. I may have given away that I have nothing. Hear me out. Insane, deranged play. Go all in here. They're going to be expecting something weak because I am insta-checked, and then I just all in, and it's like, you know, it's the bamboozle play. God. Never let them know your next move. I put my fingers on the hibachi hot plate at Benihana, They will not find me.
コール
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to see some more than that.
よし
I need to see some more than that, slime. Thank you.
としましたボタンです
On a hand like that, I ain't letting you see that shit for free. See if we get away with it.
コールチェック
We do. We have top pair. It is time to move.
よしここでオールイン
Surely he doesn't believe me on this one. He does believe me, okay.
ほっとしました
You know what? The believer. Fair enough. 2-8 is garbage, we're folding it. Yep, bye. I'm out.
さゆきやっぱりつい
Not
てる
paying a
ね
penny for those cards.
ボタンです
Pocket 8s. We could do a little free bet here, maybe.
サイは投げられた
Well, it's come to this.
よし
You know, sometimes you gotta stand on pocket 8s and hope that it beats pocket 5s. Ha! Do not show me a 5 or I'll cry. It's a fucking straight!
ストレートごめんね
Well, poker gods have done it again. I asked to not see one specific thing, and the monkey's paw fucking curls. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Thank you. You didn't show me that, and I still fucking lost on pocket 5s, plays pocket 8s on the last showdown. Excuse me. I'm fine. I was only slightly wigging out. It's fine. It was still a second at the end of the day. But what the fuck was that? Highway robbery. Actual highway robbery. People play this game for money. You got done dirty there. Absolutely, Asura Yang. Yeah. Also, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm already matching. Not sure if I'm in a queue or not, but I am already matching. Yeah, there we are. 3 out of 6. God. That was so close to being such a clean, like, back-to-back first finish, like, thing. It just didn't quite happen. That being said, though, we are, like, almost at 2,400 points. Well, that is weird that rank and class are like two different things. Do we get the boundaries on this? No, it's just like, here's the progression. I'd love to know the fucking boundaries here. But, okay. Whatever, I suppose. We shall move on, and I think I have got one more left in me. I'm going to go and try and... I've actually drank all that water, so I'm going to go and get another one very quickly before this starts, hopefully. Back in just a second. I'm back. I'm here. I'm sitting down. I'm ready. Did we see anyone from last game? We see the burglar. Okay. We see Apple. We know we can beat them. Also the guy with a very nice voice, who I think is kind of hot. Okay. So we have a chance at redemption here, and is it redemption or revenge at this point? It's one of them. God, I needed that water. I very much needed that water. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at going around the table from left to right. We have Apple, we have Ikayo, Printemps, Achan, and Akemi. And currently, Printemps and Achan are going at this first hand. Like almost 4k in the pot. Lays it down to a third pot bet on the end there. Scared of the flush, potentially? Or just couldn't keep the bluff up. Who knows? Ace 5? Yeah, fuck it. We'll 600 that. Ace 5 suited. I can be convinced to tango. No one else can, though, apparently. Holy shit. I mean, alright. Free blinds are free blinds. And like I say, ace 2 to 5 is a much worse hand than it looks. But when you're playing for, like, you know, 2p, fuck it. Why not? It could be funny. I don't think even for 300 I play 3 jack. I don't think even at a discount that hand is worth anything. Just kind of sets myself up for kind of cruel and unusual fates. Speaking of, I ought to play more Street Fighter. The complete side tangent, but just saying cruel fate there reminded me. Oh yeah, Aki's a character in Street Fighter. I should do more of that. Oh. We will fold that. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Little bet on the flop here from Akemi called by Apple. Turn is another... No, sorry, not the turn. The river is another ace. We're going to see a half pot bet from Akemi. Is Apple going to call this? Do they have the ace or do they not? Yep. I thought not. Don't mad about the pocket fire slash pocket 8s. What the fuck was that? Oh. I can't believe how actually lean scammed I got. But yeah, probably ought to not leave that in the last game and bring as clear a head as I can to this one. Which currently we are sitting on exactly the amount we started with, so sure, I guess. Net neutral so far. Only a couple of hands in though. A lot of other people playing a lot of the hands. It feels like I've been here a while, but really, there's not, you know, there's not too much going on here at the moment. We have a 3-way with a half pot bet from Printemps here, called by Achan. Immediate problem Apple. Oh. Gee, these fucking win animations. I'd like, damn, what was the hand you won with? I'll never know. Because that blocks the entire screen. Apparently it was a straight. Okay. Yeah, I think we can call on King 9. I think that's a kind of call-worthy type hand. I haven't seen much from Mikhail yet, but they are going to be in this hand, so I guess we might see from them now. 5-2-3. Can we all agree we have nothing to do with that? Can we all agree this is dog shit? That none of us are playing there? Thank you. Respect you both for doing that. 7, I mean, I'll squint you a bit, but maybe there's an outside chance you'll be doing something with that. I've still got 2 overs to the board. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you've got an ace, I guess, then you've got something. The annoying thing is, I have to believe you have the ace. I think that's kind of valid. And I hate that I'm laying it down to that. But also, you both had aces, so fuck me, I guess. You know what? I was right. And I'm mad I was right, but I was right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh my god. 4 people in this pot. I got 9-10. There's a king ace on the board. Get me the fuck out of here. I picked the wrong hand, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here. There's not even straight potential with this. It's too far gone. We've got a pair of 9s. It's like 3rd pair. It ain't doing shit. Don't know why you'd bet here, to be fair. You're slow playing some shit. You must be slow as shit playing some shit, Apple. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're just robbing. This, we're gonna slow play. We're gonna mid-raise. We're gonna just play it nice and gently. Hope to pick up something on the flop and then score big there. Or everyone can fold to this min-raise, I guess. Why does it always rain on me? Probably shouldn't do any more of that in case I get copyright struck, but you know. Oh. I don't think it was good enough to be picked up by the copyright sentence anyway. Let's be real here. I'm giving myself a lot of fucking credit. Okay, at least we get 3 blinds twice in a row. That softens the blow a little bit, but also, fucking, come on, guys. This is a blind stealer. This ace-9, this can go places. This might even call a 3-bet. If it's from someone like a Kemi. I could call a 3-bet. if they're thinking about it. Nope, fair enough. I'll 3-bet this then. See if Apple wants to tango with this. Nope, okay, another load of chips rolling my way.
ボタンです。
Queen King, another blind stealer hand. Or we could call this with it. I'm not like huge. Okay. Actually, no. We're not even gonna call this with it. Here's what we're gonna fucking do. We're gonna go crazy with it. We're gonna be like, oh, you got a hand? Prove it. Because I got a fucking hand here.
コール
Okay.
コール
Well, balls, they had hands. Okay. This has not exactly hit how I would like it to. I feel like I should c-bet. But, like, it's going to be a small c-bet of, like, 3k.
ベコール
Okay, not shaking anyone off with that. Fair enough. This hand is now very big. I have a pair of queens. That is the highest pair on the board.
チェック
Am I getting completely rolled by aces? You know what? If I'm getting rolled by aces, I'm getting rolled by aces, and that'd be a very funny way to, like, fucking end stream, I guess. We fire on this. There's no way.
ここでオールイン
There's no way. If you have pocket kings or pocket aces, you fucking got me, okay?
すべてをかけて勝負
Oh, I kind of hate this. 8 king. Okay, don't show me. I know you can show me a king and it's fine. Okay, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? Why did that work? I don't know.
占いだ
You were calling that shit down with 8 king? That's crazy to me. But hey, it worked for me, so fuck it. I'll take it.
レイズ
I'll fucking take it. Sipping on that sweet, sweet Lena, I've just got 70k chips and don't hugely care about what the rest of you are doing anymore type beverage. It's a good day. It's been a very good evening, actually. Even the fourths, I would argue, were good games. This might be, and I'm, not to toot my own horn here, this might be one of the best nights of poker I've had on the entire series I've got on my channel. This might be, like, kind of a night where everything just goes right, I'm very blessed. They had the flush draw. Oh, that's what they were in with. Okay. I tell you what, staking your entire hand on a flush draw, though, it's still weird to me. Like, I don't think I could ever really bring myself to do that. For 24k, when I start with 30k, you're gonna put that on a flush draw? Like, I guess this is a backup out, and if you just really didn't believe me, but, like, I don't know, man. They're thinking on, like, so many layers they don't need to there if they're making that kind of call. Or perhaps not enough layers, it depends, I'm not that inside their head, and I don't need to be now that they're out, but yeah. It's an extra out they had, I'll give them that. I don't think it was worth 24k. Like, they should have just been out of there. When you raise, and someone, like, triple raises that, and then c-bets, admittedly a small c-bet, on the turn, on the flop even, and then all-ins on the turn, like, surely some alarm bells must be fucking ringing there.
レイズ
Because you then have one card left to find your flush, or you are out. Like, you are basically 30k down.
ベッド
It's the math ain't mathin' for me. I'm glad it worked out, but it doesn't make sense in my head.
やっぱりついてるね
Anyway, back to the actual game at hand. I finished yakking about that one. Can we get a blind stealer? No? Okay, you know what? Fair. That's on me. I was greedy for asking for that one. I'm on enough as is. I don't need a blind stealer.
レイズ
And I'm also glad that the Kemi raised there, because there was a part of me that was just kind of, you can probably see just hovering the mouse over here and being like, but what if I bluffed a blind stealer? But no, that would have been awful, and we shouldn't have done it.
ベッド
Okay, got a bet from a Kemi about third pot. Ikayo
佐伯
folds.
やっぱりついてるね
Generally quite reserved play from Ikayo. The 8s. They wouldn't fuck me again, right? They wouldn't do this to me for a second time. I should be betting bigger. I'm on like 3 times what some of these people are on. Why the fuck am I fucking around with like 3 bet?
面白くしてやろう
I don't think 5k is worth seeing the flop with. I'm gonna be. I don't think, no matter how much I'm on, that that's ever worth it. Okay, okay. As funny as it would be to see the 8s ride again, mathematically, I don't think that works out. Now, based on what maths, you might be asking? And that's a very good question, because I have a vague concept there is some maths behind poker, but, like, my study of it has always kind of led me around in circles, and I never quite got it. Not because I'm not, like, good at math or anything. I mean, I have a clean master's degree in physics. I kind of know how to add and subtract some fucking numbers and do some other shit with them and all. But, I don't, like, the concepts introduced never quite sat right in my head from the materials I read. You can have this. I'm not really invested in 610, I'll be real. Maybe because I had mid-pairs, I could have called in there and then tried to, like, kind of scare a bit, but... like, for a part of what, you know? Like, it's not worth my time. Which is kind of the antithesis to the kind of small ball poker I've been playing so far, actually, when you play smaller pots. And build them up over time, which has definitely been helping me in the early game, but I think we've transitioned to mid-game now, where... you know, I can let a couple of these kind of fight amongst themselves, do some other stuff. It's not really, you know... it's not really my prerogative to do much more of, like, fighting out where I could potentially lose big money. Same reason I folded those 8s. Well, one of the reasons, actually. The other reason is it's just not a good hand. That's a blind stealer. I could be tempted. Apple is going to call, though. So we are going to fight them on that. But we do find the pair of aces. So I'm going to half pot that. And if you've got an ace, fuck, I guess. Now what are you repping? I'm not sure I believe you, Apple. Okay. Fuck, that's really bad, because that's probably what you were, This is so suicidally risky. We ball. Yeah, no, they got me dead to rights there. Ace 8. Yup. I don't know what would have saved me there. Like, yeah, I have no idea what would have saved me. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I played stupid games. I won stupid prizes. We are now back down to 30k. So, it's tolerable as a loss, but would have liked to have not given up that lead. But that is a misplay entirely of my own design and not the cards. Because I just straight up didn't believe they had the ace on the 9s. I don't know where I got that from, aside from, again, just kind of vibes. But vibes is a terrible way to play poker, because that happens quite a lot. Like, no, I think this is a bluff. It's like, no, I should have just got out of there. I do not have a good ace. I should have cut my losses, as opposed to losing an extra 25k for no fucking reason. I did try and rep a flush, to be fair, but meh. It's okay trying to rep the flush, but when you're so adverse, you know, as I said at the start, when I think I've demonstrated a play style over the past couple of games I've been in with Apple, where I'm so adverse to, like, that kind of, like, calling and looking for a flush. Ooh, hello, is that a straight? Sure is. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 60k now moves round to Ikayo. Well, not really moves round. It moves from Akemi, to be fair. Queen 9. That's like... I could maybe do something with that. Okay. Under the gun raise kind of spooky, though. Do I want to see a flop with this for 2k? I think I do. It hasn't quite worked out the way we wanted to, but... say lovey. Okay, that's another check. The flush draw dream is dead. We could maybe still get, like, some queens or some 9s going. Yeah, check it out again. Queen 10 beats Queen 9, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay. God damn it. I tried it. It didn't materialize. We were both kind of on the same sort of lines where they would under the gun bet with queen 10, suited admittedly, and I would call queen 9 as like last to act. I think that makes sense in my head. And by makes sense, I mean that like it's consistent with how both of us have been playing. You know, I don't necessarily want to get too erratic at the moment because I want to try and establish this is how I roughly play and then kind of throw the book out later. Normally we get around heads up or maybe like 2 left. Although I do have to get there first, and I am in like, I guess 4th, which is not ideal. 3 Jack is complete garbo. We are gonna not play that and look for a better hand. I feel like this border that Ikayo's got. I really ought to like change mine from the default one. Ace 4. I don't think we're late enough in the game where Ace 4 is a hand I have to stand on. Like, how many bigs have I got? Yeah, 21 bigs. We can search for something bigger. And then I think it's our turn to start slamming the all-in button a bit. Finally, we're in the position where we can be the menace. Ooh, action here. Between Ikayo and Achan. 10-2 Jack, all the spades. Immediate half-pot bet from Ikayo, which is, yeah, good solid play. Achan folds out. Just doesn't want any of that smoke. Which is kind of what you're hoping for when you put in the half-pot bet. Either that, you have the fucking nuts, and then you know, are kind of trying to high roll it a bit. 3 blinds for Akemi. Not hugely enthused by that. Can we get that again, but for this hand? That would be really cool and groovy, guys. Yeah, there we go. More of that, please. More of that, please. More of that, please. Don't do anything silly here, Akemi. You can fold this out. Okay, you took your time about it, but I think you did it. Excellent. Right. That's what we like to see. Alright. Okay, this could be Now if you want to wall in, I wouldn't stop you. Now if you want to wall in. No, you've just you have got up from your computer, I can only assume. Or phone, I guess. We're gonna agonize over this one a bit and then call. Okay. Was kinda hoping. Okay, we can rep a king. If I've let them get into this with a king, I've fucked up. Okay, no, they just had nothing. I shouldn't have let them see that flop. I should have at least min-raised. That was really stupid. In my head, I was going to call and they were going to sense weakness and, like, raise me. And then I was going to re-raise them back and get, like, big value. But it didn't really come to pass. I should have at least min-raised and they could still re-raise that for value. It just stops them seeing a flop for completely free if they've got, like, nothing. And then my queen's being ruined by, like, 2-7 when the flop is 7-7-2. You know, there was really no need for that. Luckily, I repped the king. Even if it was a bad one, I guess. Can't really 3-bet this. Onto the gun, it's like cold. They're not even in straight range of each other, so yeah. Having to think a bit more now. So much for my nice lead. There we are, checking on both of them. Doop-doop-doop. Uh-huh. Damn, pair of 10s takes it.
One pair.
I mean, I guess you were both checking that down from, like, the start, to be fair. You both just had, like, the second and third pair at the time on the flop and just didn't want to run into the ace. I think this is crazy fucking play. I think this is an all-in. Maybe I'm out of my fucking mind here. Or we could wait for this and not come 5th. It's a call. Because they're away, it's a call. Now it's something. Now I think we gotta... Yeah, now we ball. I have top pair, I have a decent kicker. If you've got queen something better, then you fucking got me, but... Nah. I didn't think so. That's ace king. I've got to play it. Hear me out. Fuck it, we ball.
コール
Okay, pocket nines plays the king ace. It's a classic race of which I'm losing. Hey, can I see a king or an ace? That'd be really cool. Or I could just fucking eat shit, I guess. That also could be a thing. But look, I went in with a hand that you're meant to challenge that with. You know, what do you want from me?
ボタンです
Okay, we're gonna try and, like, not die before Akemi does, and then we'll work the rest out later. I'm feeling like it might be another fourth. Don't know what it is about the fourths, but we did get a first and a second in there as well tonight, so, you know, it's an alright track record. Doesn't always go well, but when it does, it goes very well.
Cold.
And
チェック
do I regret that being like,
Peddle.
ace king call into the, slammed pocket nines? No, not at all. I think, you know, that essentially puts, things up to, like, you know, a coin flip, and I just happen to lose the coin flip. Should I be taking the coin flip in the first place? I mean, I think the answer, unfortunately, a lot of the time is no, but winning that would have been hype as fuck. Oh my god, Apple's in trouble because Ikayo's just cleaned him out. What the fuck happened there? Holy, hold up a second. Maybe with a couple of good all-ins, we can take a third out of this. Now, that would be something.
Cold.
Are they out now? Is that what this means? Are they taken fifth? Or does this just mean they're away from table? Because they still have chips, but I'm not sure if they're going down anymore.
チェック
Oh god, they're taking ages to do anything. 9 ace ace. Sure is a flop, huh?
Check.
We're gonna check that one? Yeah, okay, okay. I'm gonna wait the full length of time to check this one.
チェック
What is it with people and just losing connection?
Check.
チェック
Okay, surely. Come on,
Check.
there's a jack there, there's 3 diamonds, there's 2 aces. One of you's got to want some part of this. Or are we just stalling? Finally, a bet has been... Ikayo, I pay 3k just to see this one. I just want to see what they've got. I'll be real with you. Like, this is not much of your stack. You don't need to agonize over this one. Just fucking see it. At the very least, you get information. No, damn. I didn't realize you was bitch made like that. What the hell? Right, are you... No, you're like gone. Okay, the blinds are skipping over you.
レイズ
Yeah, 210 is not really the hand I want to stand on, unfortunately. I know this dwindles me down to nothing, but I don't really have a choice. 7-8 suited is so much better. It's actually so much better, it's not even funny.
レイズ
Here goes my all-in.
ここでオールイン
Oh, you just have pocket jacks there, huh? Oh, okay, and it turns into 3-of-a-kind jacks. Look, I guess I'll fucking eat shit. Well, alright then. Look, I still wasn't going to play that on 210. What is that, another fourth? Sure is. Well, you know what? We seem to have a thing for the number 4 tonight, and I don't entirely know why. But, okay, yeah, cancel out of that one. I think that means we've been in 5 games. So if I go back to the missions tab up here, do some little tidying up before we end stream. Let me in. Let me in. Please. There we go. I beg you. What quests did we get? There we are. Playing 5 matches. And the rest of them, I mean, say lovely. Let's go get some more rank tickets. I don't have to pay money for them, which would be cool. How fast do we accrue money, actually? Yeah, we're up like 2k already, so, you know, it's good to buy these things. We definitely lose it faster than we gain it currently. But we do get some tickets every day we log in, so also just logging in regularly might be nice. I don't really care at any of this Haruhi stuff, I'm going to be honest. I just kind of want, Where did they put it? Not PCM, okay, don't really know what that is either. This turns PCM into that. I don't want that. Ooh, hello. Weird, fancy purple. Wow, these look so pretty, actually. Hold on. Where do I get these? What is this currency? Oh, there's different backgrounds and stuff which you can get for binary cards. Oh, that's fucking sick, actually. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I swear there was a place to buy these, but like with not money. Like the actual... It must be in Collab. I must have just missed it. Maybe it's down the bottom here. Yeah, here we are. I'm stupid. So we can get 3 of these, which, thank you, I think I will. And we've got a bit left to spend. You know what? Why not get Oh, it's like a discount for things? There's 1,000 money that costs 700, or there's Osusume. I need to. Well, let's do a quick Google. What is Osusume? Where's fucking Jisho? Osusume. Oh, recommended. Fair enough. The game recommends it. There we are. Just top our coffers up a bit, I guess. There we go. And I think that'll do me for tonight's stream. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've all had a good time. It's been nice to do a bit of poker again. I've enjoyed it quite a lot. And yeah, I should really look back at doing more of this a bit more regularly. But yeah, until such a time where I do it again, or I guess until Thursday, because that'll be when my next stream is for a bit of Grand Blue. At least I think it's Grand Blue. It probably is. I've been Notorious Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell!